I've spoken on this channel is more of an illusion. Death is temporary because where one door closes, another one will open up. So death. Thank you, Father. One day closer to that day. Look forward to death to self. Daily, die daily. We're supposed to die daily. So to self is to pornea, the agape, the traditions of men of this world, celebration, and all these things that were fulfilled. And so we're supposed to die daily. So thank you for one day closer to death. And death to self, that is the Greek word idolatry or pornea. So feel so blessed to not be religious. Religions. That's nonsense. That don't make no sense. You don't dwell in houses made by hands. So religions like politics or none of that, it's all silliness. It's all nonsense. Don't make any sense. Doesn't add up. We're not supposed to cast our pearls before swine. That's a pig. Pig are people in government, so pigs. I don't like pigs. Father says don't sup with pigs, with vipers, and cast your pearls in the mud. For swine. So where's your treasure? It's not in a house made by hands, correct? It's after you die. So thank you. Die daily to self and be born from above. Not again. Daily. I like to twist the word a lot. They twist it a lot. A lot of people, religious people, are very twisted. Hebrew is froward. Change or twist or warp. Hey, the opposite of Godspeed is warp speed? Yeah, froward or pervert. There we go. Now you're over the target. It's all perverted. It's all changed. Not in its original. Not religion is idiocracy, idiots. So I don't like religious people because they're religious. I don't hate the sin. I hate the sinner. No. I hate the sin, not the sinner. See, that's what a religion is, idiocracy. The sinner is not the problem, right? It's the sin. So I can hate, I can judge. All these things that religious people say doesn't align with scripture. So are you in a hut in the woods? Hut? No, not a hut, you idiot. Do you have any calluses on your hands? A hut. Can you build anything besides some time and space in your own place and mind? That makes no sense either. No. I'm on 40 acres, way away from people like you that are idiots in a hut. I know you could build. He said, do not build your house on sinking sand. There you go, man. One of these religious idiots. I rebuke you, Adam. Adamant or Adam, da-dum, dum, dum, like freedom, da-dum, dum, dum. Oh, you're welcome. I'm a veteran. And you could think Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech and of the press and of religions. But I rebuke you and religion. So, do you think Israel controls the United States? Goodbye, Adam. You're an idiot. I rebuke the United States and Israel and you. You're an idiot. Okay, moving on. So Adam's out of here. Adam's aunt is, I don't know. Did Adam have an aunt? Eve. What about Eve? Who told you you were naked? Remember that? Take a bite of that apple. So, but anyways, what a twisted time and change and place and space, eh? Froward is the Hebrew word to pervert or twist or warp, just like the opposite of God. Speed is warp speed. See how we do that? So, I don't know. Just here, play Fortnite. I don't play no stupid reindeer games. I can tell you that. You can have a game, play games. Don't get caught up in games prediction. I know people play games and they'll predict program in your game play because it's a Hegelian dialect problem reaction solution. So they've got the cure. They don't ever want to tell you the cause. And so that's the way it works. Snakes up a pole. The word says to be fooled by pharmakia. So they already have been. Now it's 48 hours mRNA. Makes warp speed look like it's dragon ass, huh? Dragon? He said 7 heads and 10 horns. It's about exposing liars and demons in the world that 98.5% of people take a bargain and they lick the boot of this corporation called America. I'm a veteran. I have the right to speak up. So I apply my First Amendment. Congress gave me, it's a God, natural, organic right of the people. You don't even have to have citizenship to have rights in this country, but people are freaking idiots and they lose their rights because they don't assert their rights. So I stand up. Don't think for my service. We're a freaking worst thing to ever walk this rock. We're mass murderers. We have 1,000+ military bases. And we go kill women and children in other countries so people could stand on an X and wear a face diaper and act like a child wearing sick, disgusting. I used to be a pig, a prior pig, person in government, and did all my reconstruction certification at the Highway Patrol Academy in Oklahoma City, and all my SWAT certification trained by LAPD. So I don't want to hear none of this crap. Disgusting, filthy swine in 1,000+ military bases. 1,000+, 180 countries. So people could stand on an X and, oh no, push your buggy down the thing and the bug won't get you this way. We got to close down your small business and lick the boot of these cop suckers like me. You know how many people I put in a cage for no victim? The state's the victim, the county. How is that the federal? It's disgusting. It's not even constitutional. So I would sit there and thank somebody for their service. The most disgusting thing to walk this rock are military veterans. Anybody's proud to be a veteran? Pride is a sin. So people can stand on an X so the government can tax them, take what, $8.8 trillion in 4 years? You don't know anything about economics. Don't thank anybody for a service. We're disgusting. I can't stand this country. Don't tell me to leave either. I had somebody in here try to tell me to leave. I rebuke you. All you people who do allow this to go on. You know they threw tea in the harbor over 3%. You know why we have a military budget that's $1 trillion, more than all the militaries in this country. You may have more people locked up in America and all the other countries combined. Get over it. I have a First Amendment right. What would I change about this country? I would, first thing I would do was put Donald Trump in prison for dropping 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes, using his muskrat buddy's tech, stolen Tesla tech. 3 steel buildings, Mr. Stinky Chump, who decorates his house, and his buddy Joe and his buddy Barry, they're all in on it. I know I used to be a part of the system, served this beast, military industrial war machine complex. Eisenhower warned of it. Now we go, 1,000, where Rome had nothing on this country. So you people could stand on an X or rebuke this nonsense. Freedom. We don't kill women and children in other countries for freedom. We kill it so people would have the right to choose. Rights. It's about rights. Rights. The Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence. It's not only the right of the people, it is the duty. Building 3 is CIA headquarters. It's Building 7. Tower 1, Tower 2, Building 7. 3 buildings with 2 airplanes. Use that with your calculator. That doesn't add up. It's not only the right of the people, it is our duty. That's right, Jimmy. To form militias, and I'm not calling for arms. Redress grievances. That's your First Amendment right, constitutional right. Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech and of the press and of religion. So I pastor this gospel, and he stood against the law. That's what he did. That's what Christ did. You're not Christ-like if you're not standing against perversion of the law. You're some lollipop religious idiot, and I rebuke people. Want to know what this channel is about? Rebuking religions. All of them and their isms. Mormonism and Catholicism and Judaism and Calvinism. They're all fake. They're all vanity. They're all vain. He didn't dwell in houses, temples made by hands. He destroyed it. All that covenant. Stone destroyed. Plowed salt in the land so they come back for a whole lifetime. Nobody knows. He wasn't hung on a cross. These people are idiots. I rebuke religions. Christ was not hung on a cross. That's what I just told you. Elon Musk he's a Baphomet. Listen to this, Mr. Stinky Muskrat. The iron will not cleave with watery clay. It's not the age of golden age. It's the age of the clay. You're an idiot if you think it's a golden age. There's no such thing. Grow up. Trump's an idiot. Dude's a puppet. Decorates his house with Satan. United States is just okay with that. Oh, yeah. And his buddy Musk, his stinky muskrat buddy. So there's no such thing as AI. Grow up, Jimmy. I rebuke that too. Computers don't learn. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You have no spiritual calculator. You know anything about quantum physics? I'm a reconstructionist, traffic crash reconstructionist. Did all, like I said, all my I did all that at Highway Patrol Academy in Oklahoma City. So I did that at a very young age. I joined the military. I was the military police in the Army. 95 Bravo. It's what I did. So I rebuke this nonsense. A computer can't learn. You're an idiot. AI is antichrist. Idiots! A computer doesn't learn. Grow up. Quantum physics, quantum computing. Do you know anything about that? Probably don't have that line of study. So I wouldn't talk about what it's called advanced intelligence, not artificial. Shut up. You're going to give a computer rights and they're going to tell me it's alive. Yeah, that's how it's going. See that? You give a computer, you think it can learn, you're going to give it rights. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of this people. No such thing as pole shift. It's polarity, not pole. It's magnetic excursion. A pole shift is 100 completely an 80-degree reverse like the sun does. 11 years. 22 on the moon. Know what you're talking about before you start coming in speaking about an excursion. You know, we used to have a magnetic complete reverse. That means you're north, your compass points south. Every 360,000. We had to spend 780. See, that's what you do in this channel where you address people who have no knowledge of what they're talking about. We correct them with the correct news. Polarity. You know anything about magnetism? Polarity, not pole. There's no such thing as pole. There's no such thing as pole shift. I'm not your brother. Sound like bend over Harley Davidson Halo. There's no such thing as a pole shift. We haven't had a pole shift in 780,000 years, you idiot. Shut the fuck up and get out of here. I'm not your bro. You're an idiot. A pole shift would mean the compass would be pointing to the south. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. We've been out of magnetic excursion for over what? Since 1859, the Carrington event? Oh, here we go with your brother. I'm not your brother. Your brothers and your sister and your mother, those two who do the will of the Father. Not sons of God. Yeah, those are sons of God, not aliens. Just having a good time with the trolls in here. Hello, everyone. Draco. I tried to watch those. So anyways, yeah, Mr. Chumpstein driving, steel buildings down with Tesla Tech with his stinky muskrat buddy, and all you guys believe in Star Wars and space farce and aliens. There's no such thing as aliens. Father didn't create one alien. That's the other thing about they got everybody fooled with eyes and lies to the skies. Oh, and next thing you know, they got ites. Whoa, there goes a satellite. There goes a meteorite. Yeah, my brothers, it says in scripture, it says your brothers and your sister and your mother are those that do the will of the Father. Not crackers and grape juice, not Cadbury eggs, not aliens. The sons of God, if you'll define. So, well, happy to be back. Blessed to hear your message. Joe, I thought I recognized that. Like I've seen Joe in here before. Got a brain like a freaking elephant. I can't wait to get out of here, man. One more day closer to death. Hallelujah, brother, sister. So ready to change into my new. I'm not getting a meat suit. We don't come back with the meat suit. Don't you see? He takes the darkness, the evil from this earth. Oh wow, look at our picture. So, hang on. Oh, there. Let's see. Wow, we're not on the level there, boys and girls. I don't know what happened there. You were rocking and rolling. Must have a little wind come in here today. All right. So, yes, don't be afraid of the dark. Nobody's ever afraid of the dark. I don't want to drop this course. I'm going for heat and air. Well, you're doing HVAC, good. Get a trade. Brother. How do you know you're my brother? Mother from another mother? I recognize you before, I think. I don't know if that's just recently. Maybe it's your tag. So where did from? Can you show the picture close up? It's I've showed it before. It's a Driscoll painting. We dropped our baby Jesus. I dropped our baby Jesus. This might piss on you. You gotta see Jesus. Piss on you, Jesus. Piss on you, Jesus. This is baby piss on you, idol Jesus. So if you worship this baby manger Jesus, I piss on baby manger Jesus. That dropped off for a little time. Oh, look at that. It's just sitting there. You're on the clock. All right. Everybody's timing it. How long is it going to take? Time's an illusion. There's no such thing as time. You're an idiot. People have never been afraid of the dark. Nobody's ever slept for 8 hours. You're just modern day idiot. It's called Cubism. And there's faces in this painting that will stop popping out of the painting. It's called Cubism. And I have many of them. And there's normally some still life, and there's normally some kind of musical instrument in these paintings. So careful, there'll be faces that'll start popping out all over. But that's this lady. Her name is Norma Driscoll. She's the artist. These are actual paintings. She's known for her thing. Her name is Norma Driscoll. I got these in Lane County, Oregon. I live in Oregon. And this is the artist. I have some more. Hey, stop growling at the kitty. There's one. There's a couple more on the wall. There's one over there too. There's more. I've got some more of them. I like abstract, weird. I'm a weirdo. I like to paint. I like art. So yeah, there's some still life right here. It looks like there's some grapes or sitting on the table. There's some sort of. Would you stop growling at him? The dog is growling at the kitty because he's over there playing, batting out his face. Stop batting at his face, Yasher boy. I don't think he wants you to do that. You're such a nice boy, doggo. He's trying to tell you to stop. Stop kneading on his face. He doesn't want you to knead on his face. Scoot over here, buddy. Come over here. Come over here. Come over this way. All right. Leave him alone, kitty. Kitty's over here harassing my... Yasher boy. Oh! Boom! Shakalaka. All right, but anyway, so this is called Cubism. The painting is, the artist is Norma Driscoll, and I like earth tones, like this color green, mustard yellow over here is off the chain. This color right here drives me crazy, and I normally like black, so I don't, black's ain't a color, but I hate every color except for green. But some of this is just over the top, so. But anyways, there's some faces that come out of the paintings. Normally there's about 4 or 5 oh, you're gonna tell me now. Tell me the whole, give me my cure-all, give me my pill. What do I need? You got it all in one sentence. Give it to me. Oh, give it to me now. Draco the Dragon, the constellation, the revelation, and then there'll be another great sign in the heavens. a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. And its tail will cast 1/3 of the stars to the earth. Huh? Give me all your cure. You got it all in one. We want to educate you. Oh, you're going to come teach the teacher. Get the fuck out of here. Leave your shit at the door. You ever seen that 2 girls in a cup? You can come in and teach the teacher. Don't mean stand up and get the whiteboard out. Time to grow up. You don't come in and tell somebody who's teaching you. No, you can teach me. Go ahead. But you don't tell me to. I don't need notes. I can take mental notes. I don't need a piece of paper. All these were causes by Israel. Israel's not a place on this rock. I rebuke you. You're an idiot. Tell me how that nation will form, Draco. Tell me how the nation. Are you talking about some place over there in the desert? Are you one of these religious idiots? I rebuke you, man. Let's talk about the dancing Israelis at the bottom of the tower, you idiot. How to teach me anything. Tell me how the nation of Israel is formed, or get the hell out of my chat now. That's passion. You're going to teach me nothing. Tell me how the nation now. How this current, how it been 2,600 years. Tell me how. Or otherwise, get out of here. You ain't teaching nothing. You don't know your 2 cheeks from a hole. You have Draco, 2 wings to the same dragon, 2 cheeks to the... Tell me now how, and I'm not your son, I'm not your brother. Tell me how this fake nation of Israel was formed hadn't been a nation in 1948. Tell me or leave, dude. I'm going to teach you something. You better shut up or tell me what I want or leave. You're going to teach me nothing. You're going to be quiet and you're going to answer my question, or you're going to leave, or I'll moderate you out of here. And I'll remember you, Draco the Dragon. Revelation, and there'll be another great sign. Apocalypse. I am Pastor Revelation. Fake nation of Israel. You're an idiot. That's not how they formed the nation of Israel. I'll ask you one time to leave. If you say anything else, I'll know you by your fruit. You have no self-control. That's passion, not anger. Don't think about me. Don't think about anything you see. Don't be worried. He's 2 things, idolism and ism. All isms, get your isms out of here. Zionism, leave. I asked you and you still keep speaking. So now you have no self-control, do you? Yeah, when you come into a classroom, guess what? You leave at the door. You come in as a dry sponge. You don't say anything. You don't interrupt the teacher. So leave now because you're interrupting now. I'd like to go back to teaching. I want to make an example. Don't think about me. I won't charge you for any rent. Yeah, don't think about me when you leave. I'm going to moderate you. You can sit here and shut up now and learn, because if you say anything else again, you're out of here. See, there we go. Boom. See, guys, they can't. No formal education. This person, I guarantee you, and I don't care about formal education. Education is in a box. Bye-bye, Draco the Dragon. Anybody else in here like to teach the teacher here on how the nation... There is no, when it speaks here, I'll tell you, when it speaks here of Israel in the book of Revelation, I am Pastor Revelation, I am Pastor Apocalypse. And I'm not, that's not a name that I asked for. It was the name that was given to me. I didn't ask for the name Pastor. This is what this following, this is what through the ministry is they call me. Tell me, in this book it calls Israel. Tell me about that. Teach now. Go ahead. Anybody? Because I can tell you it's not that place over there in the desert. Anyone? Bueller. We need to play a little television for somebody to speak up. Bueller. Watch a little television. Come on, tell me about Israel. Talks about Israel. His bride, Israel. Israel. 1948, they founded a nation. It'd been over 100 years since they'd had, remember? Destroyed the physical temple, wandered the desert. Do you know anything about history? Rebuke your religion. Oh, hey, that's fine, Joe. I'm just saying. Anybody know about? I'd want to know. I mean, you need to know. That's very important. Revelation, this book speaks of Israel. This person going to come talk about Israel and Zion is an idiot. Person Draco didn't know his 2 cheeks to the same hole. I asked him how the nation of Israel was formed. I know how it is. I've said it in here many times. I've told you how it was done. 1939. But Tracy, it wasn't formed until 1948. I know. I know, huh? Why 1939? You tell me. I've taught in here over and over this lesson. Very few oligos could even understand what it is that I'm telling them when I tell them. They don't have any celestial eyes. Father didn't remove these scales. That's an apocalypse. It's a lifting or the cover. The scales is what it says. We will remove the scales from oligos, only a fraction. God doesn't love everybody. Most people are going to the abyss. Hell. Tartarus, Hades, the place of no knowledge is by definition what hell is. There's no place called hell. That doesn't exist in Scripture. There's no such thing as Lucifer. That doesn't exist in Scripture. The devil, that didn't exist in Scripture. That's never written. You guys are weird. It's not 2025. Where do you come up with this? This is Mammon teaches you this. You're perverted. You go by a perverted orgy calendar. It's not 2025. There's not 12 months in a year. You've been perverted. You believe, I don't care how formal your education, like Draco or whatever you think, you believe what a man tells you. When he said of the second coming of Christ, what will be the sign? He said, make sure that no man deceives you. It says the devil, that's not what it said in Scripture, but will speak for your conversation's sake. Well, mine says devil. I know. Mine doesn't. I read an accepted text in Greek and Hebrew. Do you read Greek? Can you, oligos, you speak a little bit of Greek? Or you just froward, pervert, any Hebrew? Everything you speak is translation? That's what religion is. It's a translation. All these different isms, and I told you all these aren't real. All these governments aren't real. They're fake. This law is fake. And this isn't the law. You live, you just as shall be judged. You go by a corporation, you're going to be judged as a corporation. So if you don't stand against perverted corporate law and all these things, you're not Christ-like. Christ isn't even, that's a pagan term added to Scripture. That means anointed. Do you have any meaning? Can you speak any definition? No, nobody speaks definition that I know. Oligos, a puny number, fraction that I only a couple, few here, but not many find. He said, oligos, find the straight gate, brothers, sisters, oligos. So that's a tiny, puny number, go to heaven. Most people go to hell, as I said earlier. We find that in the book of Matthew. There's many ways, brothers, sisters. Many are called, but oligos are chosen. He says, fear not, oligos flock. His flock is teeny, tiny, small. It's not a lot, and most people are going to hell. God doesn't love everybody. Love is the word Shem, name. Name isn't Jesus. Name isn't God. That's not what name is. When it says in the Lord's Prayer, hallowed be thy name, that means to glorify or lift up or raise, like Hosanna, but not name, not Jesus, not Yeshua, not Yahuwah, not Yehoshua HaMashiach. That is not what the Lord's Prayer. It says, our Father who art in heaven. Heaven's not above your head. Do you think heaven's above your head? You are very ill prepared for what it says, and you might be one of these religious people. Heaven's not above your head. There's no such thing as heaven above your head. In Genesis, in this first book, there was 5 books in the first book. Well, actually, this is the New Testament. There's 13 in this. There's 53 in the Old. But if you study the first 5 books, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, you'll see in the book of Genesis, when he created heaven and earth, the heaven is not above your head. That's not what that means. You're just translating it, and that's not what heaven is. And when he created earth, that's not below your feet. So we don't live on earth. That's nonsense. There's not 12 months in a calendar. There's not 52 weeks. It's not 2025. But the whole world thinks it is, huh? Yep, and you're just like them. So I'm just telling you, you got to narrow this stuff off. This isn't a father. This is mammon. These are the traditions of men, brothers and sisters. So write that down. Too bad Draco couldn't keep his mouth shut, huh? Or her, whoever, I don't care. If the devil came wearing high heels and lipstick and fishnet stockings, would you recognize him? Want to be careful. The deceiver, remember, didn't say the word devil. That's not a word that's written in Scripture. That's not biblical. You don't define anything. Transliteration is different than translation. He warned about idolatry. That's translation. Pornea, you know anything about that? Greek? You study anything Greek? This is a Greek, old Jewish book written in Greek. This is my favorite book, the Old Testament, right? No, the New Covenant. This is the new. I'm not under the old. I'm older than dirt. I'm probably older than every one of you in this room because you think you're here in this time. I'm from the past and the future. I don't never end. Death is an illusion. There's no such thing as time. You've been fooled. You go by a clock, hand points at a number, you think it tells time. Stopwatch. They got you all twisted up, didn't they? Did this guy just say, honey, do you listen to this? Go get Uncle Joe. He just said it's not 2025. No, it's not 2025. It's time to grow up. Stop celebrating these traditions of these orgy lunar calendar worship. This is Roman calendar Apollyon, like Trump and his tower of 58-story like Babylon, the sun god, the one they align on the pole. So that's why ripped whoever's one's left whatever out of here because they said pole shift. Shut up. There's no such thing as pole. That's magnetism and polarity, positive and negative, dark and light, push and pull, fusion, fission, dark, light, proton, electron, basics, man. That's what I said. You ask somebody, anything about quantum physics, quantum computing? I'm not that damn smart, but I'm a lot smarter than most people because they don't study anything. They just go by whatever some man or some pastor or some teacher tells them. Although I am a pastor and a teacher and a prophet, I don't prophesy. There's no such thing as prophecy. Christ nailed prophecy to a tree. Idiots. No such thing as a modern day prophet. Not one walking this rock, but people, I'm a prophet. No, you're not. You can't prophesy. Prophecy means teacher. But a prophet could heal people. You know, anybody could heal somebody by putting their hands. All the prophets could heal. They were told to go out and lay hands on the sick, not go inside and stand on the X and wear a face diaper and act like a child and trust the government. You put your trust in man. Father's going to go back. If you wore a face diaper and you put your trust in man, instead, he said, go put your hands on the sick. You know what, if we can heal sick people? We would need hospitals, brother, sick, if they could heal people. It's nonsense. A prophet could speak in one language and any person could understand that in there. You know anybody could do that? No, not one. Prophecy was nailed to a tree. Christ wasn't hung on a cross. He didn't carry a cross. This is religion, brothers, sisters, religion. I rebuke them. Christ was not hung on a cross. He didn't carry a cross. Grow up. Read the book. There's 7 things in Scripture he tells us to do. The number 7, numbers are very important. It's 7 scrolls. You ready for that day? The title is One Day Closer to Death. Are you afraid to die? Death is an illusion. You're a child. Remember, 7 is the number of maturity. Just like your merchant number, maturity, merchant. They took your number by corporation. They made a movie about you. You like movies, don't you? Television, Star Trek, Space Force, Nanu. How about wizards and witches? Oz, flying monkey law, merchant law. That's what it is. It's your corporate merchant number because you're a child and they stole it from you from birth. It is. It's called the corporation called America. The leader of that corporation, who do you think campaign funded Mr. Chump? That's right. The corporation, campaign funding by corporate, Fortune 500 companies. That's who elected Donald Trump. Yeah, the corporate king of the jab. Now he's going to do it in 48 hours with his mRNA AI. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence, brothers and sisters. He's got a stinky muskrat buddy at the helm, and he's got all these people in this world because they're not in the word. Father didn't create no aliens. We're not going to Mars. There's a firmament above your head. There's a North Star and a pole star, if you want to call it polarity. Don't start talking nonsense, religion or isms or translation, and then I'll rebuke your translation with the truth, the aletheia. Don't let people pervert things. That's the Hebrew word to twist or change or to warp speed. Remember? The opposite of God's speed. How can this man live in a tower that's the same amount of 58 stories as Satan's tower, decorated with the man himself, Satan, the transgender God, 2025 God, Jesus. Remember, piss on you, Jesus? Baby manger. Christ was born, the shepherds were in the field with the sheep. Grow up. So you might want to do those 7 things it says here in Scripture, and you'll be matured. If you're not doing those things, you're probably just some religious idiot that you go sit on some church pew and somebody see you and now you are a Christian. I rebuke Christianity. People tell me I'm a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I rebuke Christianity. It's blasphemy. Christ is a pagan term. He was a Hebrew. He was a lion from the tribe of Judah, Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, from the house of David, not born in a manger. That's Satan. God, Son God. That's why Trump doesn't believe in Jesus. He believes in God. He talks about God, but he never talks about Christ. Hamashiach, not the fake one, born in the manger. God, Son God, Apollyon, the one he has his house decorated with. His motif, his get-up, Satan. Nimrod, Moloch. How many ways can you give this man that has 3 genders, both man, beast, and woman, in 3 in 1? God, I know, we'll knock down these 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes, and yeah, we'll erect 1 tower, 1 phallic. Worship is what it is, like the Washington Monument, or the one out in front of what? The Vatican. Oh, phallic worship. Steeple? What do you think's on top of the steeple? Nimrod's phallic. The pool, the glassy sea in front of the Washington Monument. It's mockery, brothers, sisters. This is what religions do to people. So somebody came in earlier asking what this channel was about. So I think my chat got shut off. I didn't see nothing from you guys in a moment. Oh, yeah, you guys been saying all kinds of stuff. I didn't even hear you guys. All right, cool. Alpha, let me see how far back you guys were. Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of stuff was deleted here. Let's see what you guys said. Oh, somebody said conspiracy theory. Hey, means you're an idiot. You work for the CIA. Get out of here. That's a CIA term. Let's do moon landing. Lucifer means light. There's no such thing as Lucifer, idiot. It's not written in Scripture. Get out of here. I rebuke you. It's not written in Scripture. It's not even a biblical word. Never written in Scripture. It was replaced later in Scripture one time. You're an idiot. Get out of here. He was nailed to a plus sign. I rebuke you. You're an idiot. Gosh, a lot of idiots in here. It's friendly stranger. Oh my gosh, somebody going to tell me what kind of coffee to drink. You don't tell somebody what to put in their body. Get the fuck out of here, man. Never tell somebody what they can or can't put in their body. I rebuke you. You're an idiot. Oh, it's Charles Manson. You guys are great, man. You guys are a bunch of idiots in here. You guys have no education of a fly. Get out of here. Go hit the road, Jack. And all of you are still in here. I don't see the numbers decreasing. Pound sand. Seriously, you don't like it? Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Look at your idiocracy. I'm glad I wouldn't hear nothing you guys said. I'd have been talking about your idiocracy. So you can all leave now. You don't need to stay in here. Nobody made you stay in here, right? No, God creates all things, you idiots. God made you come in here. God creates all things. Oh, there's freaking Warp Speed again. Hey, Warp Speed. What's up, Warp Speed? I recognize you from last time. See, you're back again. Back again. Like Eminem, who flipped the script and turned out to be a pole smoker himself, didn't he? Mr. Warp Speed. What's the opposite of Godspeed? To twist, change, or pervert. God is a title, remember? God is a title. That's not Shem. Pervert or twist or change. They love their bowl smoking, don't they? Like Cheech and Chong, they're like chooching, Yep. Get over here. He's over here at the Roxy, huh? I didn't know your name was Alex. Oh, good. You're an idiot. Get out of here, Mr. Warp Speed. I rebuke your name. I told you last time. You came back. That's proof that God is controlled and makes people like programmed to be androids, and a virus is not a virus, is even a living organism. That's pretty funny. Look it up. What does that mean? That means Jimmy Crack Corn. You're dead to me. Your master's dead to me. You can't serve two, remember? So just leave. Your name is stupid, remember? You just don't have, you shouldn't say anything. You should maybe come out and don't say idiotic things like with your name with two D's. Remember? I gave you a hard time. And then you started being an idiot again. Zeros and ones, remember? You're just a computer. Oh, it's about winning and losing. Okay, is that what it's about? It's about winning and losing. Okay, what did you win? What battle were you fighting? War doesn't decide who's right, but who's left there, correct? Okay, so all right, we'll see. What can you let's see if you can produce anything, or if it's just about you or about me, or you actually want to do anything other than just, can you teach anything? You come in here and make any kind, you know, don't judge them by their cover. God's speed, you'll know them by their fruit. Produce some fruit. Let's see what you got. What's going on in here? Oh, we're giving trolls a hard time. They try to come in and catch us, so we make them think about us, and we don't charge rent in their head after we make them leave. God made them came in here. We give all glory to the Most High. We're one day closer to death is an illusion, and we're excited about being dead to self daily. We die and be born from above daily. We don't do religions. So that's what's going on in here. Not like any other chat you've ever been in. We're giving Godspeed a hard time because his name is stupid. The opposite of God is a title, and I rebuke God. People are religious idiots. So I like giving him a warp speed. Warp is the twist, change, or pervert, and that's the opposite of Godspeed is warp speed. So last time we gave him a hard time, and we give people a hard time. You got to give a yank, like I said. You ever caught any kind of your fish open line, spool fish or anything for like bonita or anything like that? Oh, yeah, some live bait. We got to make sure we get a fish on and yank them real hard. We're just having a good time. We just address the trolls. It's part of the chat. We have to do it. Okay, let's see. Godspeed. Can you give me the word in Greek? Truth. He said, I am the truth. So tell me what the word in Greek, and I've said it in here, and you've been in here, and I know you've heard it because I've said it when you've been in here. So tell me what the word is in Greek. Teach something or leave, because I'll just get you out. I won't even troll you anymore. I'll let you off. Fishing with barbless hooks tonight. I'll just wiggle you off. Gotta see you wiggle it like Eminem, you pole dancer. Smoking pole, are you? On the sausage, terrible. I don't eat pork. I don't sup with swine. Remember? So take your pork somewhere else. You smell like a pig pen. Are you a cop? I think maybe you belong in the pig penitentiary. Are you CIA? There's no such thing as AI, just so you know. Antichrist idiots. Define the word Greek word. You could already looked it up. You have a computer. You're so slow. You're slow. You're dragging your fourth point of contact. I'm American. You're actually a cop. Remember. So, bye. Oh, thank you, Joe. Alethea. Joe comes in with a home run and just knocks it out of the park. We said, I am the Alethea. So, it's too bad, huh? Oh, Santa, guess what, Lisa? He warned about two things, you troll. Women troll, too. There's female fish we can yank their lips right out of their face, too. Fish lips, Pisces. Some smell a little stinky in here, like Vesca Pisces. We're all born through the matrix. Lisa, you know what that word means? Matrix. Want to learn anything there, troll? Satan claws? What are you talking about? Jesus? Piss on you, baby manger. God? I rebuke God. I rebuke baby manger. Santa is Satan. Apollyon, the one Trump has his house decorated with, the transgender god, grow up. Lisa, don't be an idiot. I'll rebuke you with the aletheia. Don't try to troll in here. I'll rip your lips. We were talking about fish. My dad, we used to open spool fish with, live bait and fish on. I'll make Lisa come in here. The other Lisa, she'll moderate you right out of here. So Lisa, careful with your name. You better handle that name. I got a moderator named Lisa. She comes in often. She'll take you right out of here. Santa, or are you just addressing the name Satan? Most people can handle it. If they're brothers, sisters, somebody knows, they know. You can't turn a goat into a sheep, brothers, sisters. Goats and sheeps. No other way. God didn't create aliens. There's no big feet. None of these things are all made up. Hocus pocus. Space. Heaven is not above your head. Earth isn't below your feet. So don't be stupid and try to come off with some kind of Satan calendar worship in here at your orgy. If you don't know what time it is, then you might want to leave. It's not 2025. So if you think it's 2025, you're not going to make it in here. Probably not. You can't handle the truth. Why do you have to lie to your children to give them bribes? Well, we don't have a chimney, so he came underneath the door crack. Remember, David, we're going to define the word demonion, because the word devil didn't just exist at the time of Christ or scripture. It was the word demonion, or a distributor of fortunes. That's Christ's mass. Mass A, born in a baby manger, Jesus. Give your children a bribe or a lie. A demon, a distributor of fortunes. You tell them the big guy came down the chimney and he fit through a keyhole because you don't have a fireplace. Now you're making up more lies. And then the big fat guy with the hat pointed like a Christmas tree and the white sun that's on top of the white sun right now, huh? Not the black hole sun, but the white sun. Remember, he wears that hat? Red and white. Remember the big guy? And he fit through the keyhole and he gave all those presents, right? Because he got them in a bag. Silly rabbit, tricks of her kids. It's like a crown royal drawstring. Boom, kids eating his kids, crumpus. Satan. You hanging out there, Lisa? That's who Satan is. Jesus, born in a manger. So, who's with the gifts here coming through the keyhole, and who's giving those gifts? It's you, you demon. That is the word devil. You're a devil if you celebrate these things, because you're giving your child fortunes, or you're telling them that it's some bit, you're lying, and you're giving for a demon is a distributor of fortunes or lies to others. The word demon, that is the definition. Fortunes. They used to have a burnt offering of their dead orgy flesh king, Jesus, Antichrist Jesus, born in a manger. For a week, they would celebrate and marinate that man with an orgy, beast, man, and woman. It was a barnyard Jesus, barnyard baby bestiality Jesus, born on a pole in the middle of the winter, birthed in the new year. The new year starts in the spring, not in the middle of the winter. Might want to grow up. It's not 2025. This is all Satanism. Satan is the Antichrist, the adversary. Satan means the adversary. So if you do any of these things, you're a Satanist. If you celebrate anything, you're a Satanist. That covenant was if you celebrate self, that is Satan. A birth is Satanist. The celebration of birth, there's only two in Scripture. One was Nimrod and one was the devil that you call him, Satan, born in the middle of the winter. And you think Christ's going to be okay with you doing this now? He divorced his bride for celebrating the same exact thing. Same thing. Same exact tradition. Under a different name, but the same Yule wheel worship. So a demon is one who distributes fortunes or lies, and they used to have burnt offerings of a dead orgy man who they marinated for a week and try to communicate with their deities. Demons. It was a compliment in history. Not what people call it today. The word demon isn't what people, by definition, it isn't what people think it is. Believe isn't a thought in your head, so they believe it's like some kind of ghost, A demon is a distributor of fortunes or lies to others. An idolater is a distributor of fortunes or lies to self, by definition. So the word demon was a compliment in history, like a deity. They used to call their deities demons. They would offer burnt dead men that they'd orgy marinated for a week. They'd sleep with them and have sex with sheep and lie with all the finest ladies and goats. I'm sure they had the whole barnyard in there. It was a big bestiality barnyard Jesus festival. For a week, they would light fires to the sun god Baal, the one that Trump has his house decorated with. God, sun god, not I am. God, born in the middle of the winter. Jesus Christ. Yep, that's Satan. That's Satan. Christ was born when the sheep were in the field with the shepherds, brothers, sisters. You know nothing about Israel. You believe some religion. I rebuke them all. This is called Catholicism, Christianity. Yep, same thing. Communion. This Christ was not, he didn't carry a cross. I hope you're not, on some of these people, I think we smell somebody religious in here. You stink like religion bad, really bad. You smell like swine. You really do. He said, don't sup with swine. Don't cast your pearls in the mud. I rebuke religion. He wrote the letter to the 7 churches. Remember Christ? Christ is a pagan term. You might want to grow up and start thinking about the words you let come out of your mouth. In the book of Revelation, that is the book of the lifting of the cover. There's the same definition as the word apocalypse. So this is Christ Mass, right? The lifting of the veil. Christ was not born in the middle of the winter. That is Satan, the sun god, who had a son called Tammuz, the fish god, whose mom was Semiramis, Ishtar, star worship, star god. The one who had sex with her son, like rabbits. Rabbits, silly rabbit tricks are for kids. Yeah, when Satan died, Christmas married Easter. Maybe you know this is this, but this is the same thing. Christmas married Easter. When Christmas died, Satan, she cut up his body into 12 pieces, then regathered everything except for his phallic. That's why they worship the phallic. And every time you re-stand up that tree, Nimrod, the tree, the mighty hunter, the evergreen, the mighty hunter, that's the rebirth of Satan. So this is Satanism, the celebration of Jesus, birthed in the middle of the winter. Christianity, communion, Catholicism, crackers and grape juice. They used to burn a man after orgy marinated him for a week. They thought they could warm the earth because they thought the sun was dying and going away on 9/23 at the equinox. Equal day, equal night. It started its Tammuz trip towards the undersea, the abyss. They thought the constellations, brothers, this is talking about Israel in this book, it's talking about these 12 families, not all these religions. People are idiots. There's no religions. I rebuke religions. This is what, man, this has been 2,600 years since this New Testament, this covenant. So people far from the truth. That's the word aletheia. They don't study it in Greek. They don't study it in Hebrew. Pole worship is the worship of the sun god, birthed in the middle of the winter. It's not 2025. That is Satan calendar, the calendar of the orgy calendar of the Yule wheel worship. They thought there was a goddess of heaven spinning the Big Dipper around the North Star. They thought the sun was dying off at the equinox. So they had their celebration of their Samhain rituals. I should look into the Mormon religion. Bemis, I rebuke the Mormon Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They're Satanists. Christ prophecy to a tree. Christ warned us exactly, and every time I see those kids walking around, I tell them exactly that. His word warns us about you exact people on your idiotic mission. There's no such thing as prophecy. This is the Jesus that we warned us. The one you represent is the other Christ. He warned of many, and your latter-day saints, jerk off, or whatever these idiots, Joseph's. This is idiocracy, brothers and sisters. It's so far from there's no such thing as modern day prophecy. So I rebuke every Mormon that walks this rock miss. You should look what the hell you're talking about. Mormons are anti-Christ. There's no such thing as modern day prophecy. Grow up. As far as why would I look into Mormonism? I've talked about it on here before. Grow up. We're going to go back to the lesson. Seriously. So, but anyways, brothers, sisters, this is the Antichrist birthed in the middle of the winter called Jesus. Oh, quite the opposite. Okay, well, okay, so there's modern day prophecy. Tell me that. B-Miss, I'm going to give you one more chance. You're going to B-Miss your ass out of here, okay? You won't come here anymore. I won't miss you. Don't worry about it. We won't miss you. Nope. Just go listen to the Bob song. You could be a margarita mixer. I won't miss you. Go listen to the Bob song. You'll know what actually. Go listen to it after you leave, after I toss you out of here. So, there's no such thing as modern day prophecy. Mormons believe in modern day prophecy. I rebuke the whole religion. It's idiocracy. There's no such thing. No, listen, don't call me your brother. You're not, your brothers and your sister and your mother are do's the will of the Father. There, you cannot say that there's prophets and not point out the whole Mormon religion. So stop calling me your brother. I'm not your brother. You're not doing the will of the Father. You follow the Antichrist. Many will come in my shem saying they are Christ. Church of Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints, and they'll be deceived. They'll sit them in the secret chambers. Do not go there. That is the Mormon church. Christ himself warned, you're an idiot. The word of the Father is not written on your heart. There's no such thing as modern day prophecy. Time to grow up. Stop telling people they're your brother. If you're not in the narrow way, you're not a son of God. You're not a cracker and grape juice, fake alien, Cadbury egg, Mormon, Catholicism, Christianity, church. That's all vain. They believe in modern day prophecy. I'll rebuke them on that one right there. There's no modern day prophet is the teacher, you idiot. These believe people in modern day prophecy. Uh-oh. No way. Where'd you get some of the cat piss, man? And I had none of that ever in a country minute. I didn't even know that was still around. Stupid legalization. Cannabis, brothers, sisters. This is what it does. No more. It's not. It's cat poop. Never mind. Piss. Never mind. Oh, there was poop. I've got the wrong strain. Get out of here. No pee. You're on the meths, aren't you? Oh, narrow, terrible. Ugh. All right. Anyways, get out of here with your idiocracy, Mormonism, isms, Calvinism, Zionism, Satanism. Satan is the adversary. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Mormons, are Satanists. They believe in modern day prophecy, brothers and sisters. Mexican Americans, that's right. Are you a Mexican American, Jose? So, but there was some cat poop. Remember, that was a strain of some cannabis that was fire. All right, moving on. So, no such thing as he doesn't dwell in houses or temples made by hand. So, I'm serious, guys. It's my favorite plant that grows out the dirt. Okay. Remember, it says in the book of Genesis, if it bears seeds, it's here for us to consume in moderation, brothers. I don't believe in the snakes up the pole. I won't take their script and get on the side, get the effect, decide, and have to go out and fish out to the other farm guy to get more side effects so we can go see the farm guy again. So there's only 3 side effects to cat poop cannabis: happy, hungry, or horny. Take those side effects, put that in your eye, book that your ism, Mormonism, is blasphemy. There's no much such thing as modern religion. You're an idiot. I don't care about Joseph Smith. I only care about the gospel. And he fulfilled prophecy when he nailed it to a tree, not a cross. So if you ever come in here and speak in your blasphemy about Mormonism again, I'll rip you a new one. No. left-hand leader and have this. I rebuke religions. He said twice he doesn't dwell in temples or houses made by hands. So he's definitely talking about all churches. Definitely big mega Mormon churches. Couldn't be more blasphemous than these cathedrals and more. This is disgusting, filthy swine. I rebuke all religions. If you're a religion, please get out of here. I'll prove that you're, bring your pastor in here. I'll prove you don't know the word. It's not written on his heart. Deacon, there's no such thing as reverend. Any man that calls himself a reverend is a blasphemous Satanist. There's only one reverend. There's only one father. So the word pope or papa is blasphemy. Catholicism, blasphemy. Mormonism, blasphemy. Christianity, blasphemy. Calvinism, blasphemy. They're all blasphemy. They're not in the word. They don't define. He said, I am the Hados. They have a translation. It's been 2,600 years since he made this covenant. The San Diego temple is beautiful, even if you disgrace it with religion. Miss, if you're going to say something so stupid as your eyes, and Father warned about two things, idolism, and I do appreciate man's art and beauty, but not no fucking cathedral, not some temple. He destroyed the temple, you idiot! We don't build temples, you idiot! Get out of here, miss. You are so vain. The temple was destroyed. There is no physical temple. Get out of here. I appreciate art. I don't want you here. That's all you could come up with, something beautiful with your eyes. Idolism and imagery, miss. That's what he warned of. Idolism and imagery, and that's all you can come up with in San Diego. Burn, baby, burn. See ya. Don't let the door hit you. Don't ever come back here again, please. I don't want you in here. I don't like your energy. I'm eternal, so I don't need this flesh. I'm not afraid to die. Love. You don't love anybody. Love is agape. You're an idiot. You don't even know the words that you come out. You love your dog. You love your girlfriend. Get out of here, miss. Nobody's going to miss you. You didn't produce anything. There's no Mormons in here. If you're a Mormon, leave. If you're a Christian, leave. If you're a Catholic, leave. If you're a Protestant, leave. If you're Presbyterian, Lutheran, all of them leave. If you want to study the word, I'll teach you how to study it in the accepted text, one word study. He said in his last book, Revelation, I am pastor. I didn't ask for that name. Father made me this way. Don't change a jot. Don't add a jot, a yod. Don't add a letter, a number, a period. Try to make it in a language you can understand. That is the word dialectus, brothers and sisters. Glossa. Tongues. There's no such thing as speaking in tongues. All this is blasphemy. All these religions are vain. Jeremiah, read the book of Jeremiah 10. Oh, heareth what the Lord say, O Israel. Learn not the ways of the heathens. This is heathenism, brothers and sisters. This celebration of these. We don't celebrate nothing under this covenant. We always forward, pervert, change, or twist. Nobody will speak any Hebrew. Bring your teacher to me, your prophet, your pastor, your reverend, your deacon, your bishop. I will show you they don't have any definition. They don't study out of the book I study out of. They do not. They can't speak any. They don't teach with a whiteboard. They don't send you to a teacher. I haven't been using the whiteboard, but I don't need to use it. I send you to Brother Jim, who can, I give you this much, little slice of the meat. He said, eat of the meat. Remember? Not this watered down milk, brothers and sisters. Remember, the land of milk and honey is within, and not this watered down version of mammon. So don't believe these traditions of men in houses made by hands. He said twice, and he always declares to witness that he doesn't dwell there. That's why some of us don't believe in a sky daddy God and none of this crap, because we know he doesn't dwell in temples. That's why I tattoo these hands that says Most High. The Most High does not dwell in temples or houses made by hands. So when I pastor to people and teach them, they can understand, oh, well, I don't go to church. Well, good. You figured it out. That's not where he's at, huh? Where is Christ? He's not above your head. Where's God? Where's heaven? You're not reading the book. You don't own a lexicon, do you? What's a lexicon? Do you own a concordance? What's a concordance? You're religious, aren't you? Do you own an interlinear Textus Receptus? Do you study the accepted text, not the rejected text, not the ones that were not canonized and taken out of text that lack definition? If you leave definition, that is, you leave the truth, brothers, sisters. That's period. He said, I am the aletheia. That is the word truth. He said, I am the hados. That's the Greek word to be in the way, to be in the same narrow way. Hados, not one above another, in the same narrow way. We are all brothers and sisters in Christ that he chose. So I don't like somebody calling me their brother or sister that are not mine. I call people brothers and sisters that calls out because they have God ears and ear. I'm a teacher, I'm a pastor, and ask for that. But I don't let somebody tell me they're my brother if they're spitting swine. They're not doing the will of the Father. The sons of God are not fallen angels or aliens. Those are the ones that are doing the will of that is Ahab marrying Jezebel is what that is. When the sons of God came into women and men, that had nothing to do with giants, that had nothing to do with aliens, that had nothing to do with fallen angels. Nothing, zero. But that's not what any religious person that I know, that's not what any television person I know. So, some THC gummies. I got one left. And I'm saving it for, yeah, I'm not a teacher. I didn't ask for that. That's what I said. So, thank you, Gray. Right? Our Reverend or Deacon. And this is a pineapple gummy. Proof I know there's a Father and a Creator in Most High who created this beautiful place. Pineapple and cannabis. But I'm saving that because I use cannabis for my back. I have a lot of issues because I'm a vet and bust myself up in car accidents. All that. I don't use it till I really need it. So, yes, call no man Reverend, call no man Father, call no man teacher. So, that's it. I don't go by a prophet. I'm not a prophet, but I do teach the gospel. I can teach. I don't ask to be called teacher. People call me pastor, and I never asked to be called pastor. So, it's just the name over years given to this ministry, and it's just part of the teaching, brothers, sisters. So I am not a teaching anything that isn't taught in Scripture. That's all I do is I bring in, minister this gospel to you. Nobody will give you this true where it's at in Scripture and show you a man who can define it like a literal walking lexicon. Brother Jim Brown at High Desert Grace and Truth, or High Desert Faith and Truth, is here. He is Grace and Truth Ministries. Nobody can even touch. There's not one man that can even come close to that man. Not even this close. You don't feel like you're a prophet? No, there's no such thing. We just rebuked prophecy. There's no such thing as prophecy. 2,4C, most of the time, again, these are passed down cycles. I am a magi is what I am. I declare the birth of the line. I always do. We're here for the birth of the age. I declare the line. Nobody is, they're left in deception. Pisces. I'm eternal, so I don't care about time or death. It's all an illusion. Under this covenant, there's no such thing as prophecy. Prophet is the word teacher. Well, I don't care what you think. I don't care what you believe. There's no such thing as prophecy. Modern day, again, go hang out with that last idiot with the Mormons. Prophecy was nailed to a tree. Christ didn't carry a cross. Bye, Village Green. Go leave. I don't care what you agree with. I know what words mean. I study culture, custom. Don't tell me to relax. I am passionate, not, what are you, some cop? Told me to slow down. You gonna dump a clip in me? Get the fuck out of here, child. Grow up. Time to be 7. There's no such thing as prophecy. God doesn't love everybody. Most people are going to hell. You can't be saved. There's no such thing as luck. It's not 2025. Get out of here. You can't handle this. You believe mammon traditions. You're a Jezebel. I can already feel your energy. You think there's such thing as death. There's no such thing as death. You think there's such thing as time. There's no such thing as time. Grow up. It's not the channel for you. Father creates all things. He brought you here. Now leave. Give him all the glory. We always give him the Most High. He wasn't born in a manger. His son, He sent his only begotten son, the son of the lamb. That is Aries, I am the ram. Grow up. Don't come in this channel and try to teach me something that you tell me some traditions of men. He said, be sure no mammon. You can't serve two masters, mammon and God. You can't, he says, warning of a stealing of your crown. It's these two thieves that hang on this cross right here. I warn you of idolism. The two witnesses that he sends. Gee, I wonder who that is. Death is an illusion. Flesh is temporary. He's going to take this darkness, this flesh, this evil. I hope you're ready to be with Father without flesh, because you can't be with Father with flesh. You've never even watched a movie like Raiders of the Lost Ark. You don't know anything about the old temple where they used to go behind the veil, and Father visited just one day a year as light. He is light. He is not flesh. You're a religious idiot. You think God is, that's nothing. God doesn't exist to me. I rebuke the word God. I rebuke the word Jesus. I rebuke baby transgender Jesus. I rebuke all your religions. He wrote the letter to the 7 churches. It was the church or the synagogues who hung him from a stake or a tree, forming a crucifixion, a cross. It was a torture, like a stretcher machine, where he couldn't breathe. But you don't know anything about Roman torture. You believe what some man, he didn't carry a cross. Grow up. He warned you about idolism and imagery. So I didn't ask for this, brothers and sisters. Father gave this to me. So I don't ask for anything. I wish I could take the word deserve out of my face and never let it come out ever again. Yeah, it's only part of this eternal journey. If you're afraid to die, then go live some more. Death is a temporary state of mind. Death is the most exciting thing that there is. Wait till you get there. You'll just love it. If you did the right thing, your treasure will be there waiting for you. It won't be here. You can put your treasure here right on this rock, brothers and sisters. You can do it when he lifts us out of here like a snare. Will it come out of your pockets? Or will it be secure? Is he your anchor? Will it be secured in faith? Can't serve two masters. You can put your treasure here on this rock, or you can put it in a higher place after you pass death. Die daily. Get used to it. Be born from above without flesh. Don't live like you have this flesh. Don't live under this law, brothers and sisters. We're not under it. He fulfilled it all. All laws of flesh were fulfilled. We're under a spiritual testament now. Isn't that so beautiful? That's the wedding. Hallelujah. Those who understand that will know they will not be born again. They will carry their cross daily. They will deny self daily. They will follow after him daily, and they will be born from above daily, not again. No such thing as born again. That's not scriptural. I rebuke everybody who thinks they're born again. You can't be saved. You're an idiot. There's no such thing as saved. You can't be saved. That's the Greek word sozo, S-O-Z-O. Saved or salvation. He said you have to endure to the end to be saved, so you can't be saved. Once saved, always saved. Shut the hell up. You are an idiot. You go all the, you can't accept Christ. No such thing as accepting Christ. You're not coming to God. Nobody's made you come to God. I'm not helping anybody go to like by my will. Father does this in me. He makes me. I have to. Whoa, if you don't. I don't know, don't boast because you know. But yet I am schizophrenic, Charlie Manson. People make all these assumptions, drug, but it's because they don't love these truths, brothers and sisters. They don't. It's not for them. It falls on a deaf ear. They do not have the scales have not been removed. A lifting, an apocalypse, a revelation to remove the scales or the cover. The eyes have been clear to see. Eyes, seeing ears, hear, ear to hear, eyes to see. So, what a blessing, to know that. Be not anxious. You're not going to turn a goat into a sheep, brothers, sisters. I tried. I thought I was stacking up chips in a higher place. It's not how it works. God already bought his bride. God already knows from the foundation of the world. He knew he would send his son. He knew he would fulfill this covenant of flesh. He knew it wasn't just from the house of Aaron and Levite, Jews, but Jews and Gentiles. Go tell everybody no, run now. You only have so much time is an illusion. Cool. Yeah, you're not saved. Joe, the word save is the word sozo, and that is the Greek word sozo, to be picked up and lifted and carried from a beginning point to an ending point, healed. That is the word sozo, or salvation. That's why he tells us we must endure to the end to be saved. We were already bought, Joe, right? Already bought. He already paid. Remember the 5 shekels paid to the king? Nuh-uh, Father. Listen to me, Joe, please. If you have a hearing ear, listen to me, Joe. This is going to get you. I think about this constantly. I think about this all the time. If you go stand before Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, the Old Testament, you rip Christ down, the covenant he made, by falling under the flesh, which we all do, brothers and sisters. All of us made. That's why Paul told us to cut it off, circumcise the traditions of men, the flesh, the outer man. You go stand before Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. I am where the wages of sin is death. We are screwed. All of us are so screwed. Joe, you're screwed. I'm screwed. David's screwed. All of us are filthy rags. None of us depart. I did great works and I cast out demons in your name. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never knew you. Oh, Joe, we don't want that. We do not want to rip Christ down from that tree, the covenant he made for that wedding, because no, Father, I've got their sins covered. Remember, hallelujah. Not the sins of the world is in everybody, Joe. It's his bride, not just Jews, but Jews and Gentiles. Remember, all flesh at the time of Christ was one black. It is finished. It is fulfilled, he said. Thank you, Joe. Hallelujah. So you see what I'm saying, right? We can't change nobody, Joe. We can't be anxious, and say salvation comes through suffering. Salvation comes through the word thalipsis, tribulation. Paul said we must go through. You've been in here, Rooster. Hold on. We're going to pause for a second. Don't. Hey, Rooster Prime. I think I've seen you just because you have a stupid name like Giannis. That's the rooster god January. That's why eggs are so flippin' expensive, because you idiots wouldn't listen to me about water glassing your eggs ahead of time, and then they did the ritual on you. Next month, it's going to be Dogecoin, dog worship, and wolf and Apollyon. Be ready for the next month. February, tariffs, and Dogecoin to the moon, because of idiots like watch this rooster, the dog god. January, Giannis. Darn it. Somebody, so that's okay. No worries. We'll keep pushing forward. Anyways, brothers and sisters, please. This is all going by this script. Father knew from the foundation of the world that he would fulfill one white, one black, one red, one brown, and one yellow. All flesh would be fulfilled. It used to just be Aaron and Levite. It only applied those Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. This is not complicated, brothers and sisters. That's why I rebuke these religions. That's why I got my hands tattooed, because it's not what goes in a man that would defiles a man or a woman. It's what comes out of him or her, brothers and sisters. He doesn't dwell in a temple. I rebuke temples. That idiot talking about a beautiful temple. Father, we don't celebrate anything, brothers and sisters. That is the hard part that people don't want to give up. They love to celebrate. They love their candy rituals. They love their acidic rituals, this celebration of this candy. They used to bake hot cross-top buns to the star goddess Semiramis, the wife of Satan. That's your hot cross-top bun. That's where all these baked goods and candies come from. We don't eat food like this, brother says. We never did. It's such a thing now. 6-packs, half racks of beer, half racks of soda, and I don't drink beer, 1 beer or 2 at the most, but I can't drink the second beer. Always too much for me. 1 is normally my limit. 2, I'm a cheap date. You can take me to bed and I'm just going to pass out. Don't even try. Anyway, building in high place. Yeah, it's not, that's Father doesn't dwell in temples made by hands. He said that, brother, sister. So that's why he said something to that person. Listen, he dwells within us. Our body's a temple. He destroyed the physical temple. This is such a blessing to know. We can't change anything, brothers, sisters. As far as who's a goat and who's a sheep. A sheep can have their name blotted out. That is the Greek word porneia, or idolatry, idolatria. Now remember, he blotted out the handwriting of ordinances. This is when Joe said it's finished. This is what Joe is speaking of, is that when he hung on that tree, he divorced his bride because they went after gods in the sky. January, Giannis, rooster, that rooster idiot that came in here before. I think he'd been in here before. Satan, can't even define the word Satan. brothers, sisters, it's all right. You know, God already chose the sheep and already chose the goats. Isn't that so beautiful? So let's go back to what I'm talking about, Joe. You don't want to be standing before the Father where it was two houses, Aaron and Levite, and then him come back under this covenant and fulfill all flesh. And then there's things he tells us. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not boast. It is meek. It is 7 times 70. It is charitable. All these things are love. These are how we Shem, 2 John and 6, love the Father, walk and follow in his commandments. He commands us to carry our cross. That's why I teach you that in here, where it's at in Scripture. So 490 times that's a lifetime. See what I'm saying? Salvation, we must endure 490 times. We want to beat the brakes off somebody. You got to give them your cheek, brothers. At least give them a chance. You can protect yourself. God didn't say you couldn't defend your house, and I'm not telling you to strike back, but you can. But we don't seek vengeance under this covenant. That's what's very important. We're a different group. Although I've trained to take a man's life without thinking about it and have that type of, I'm a pacifist. I'm a pacifist now. I don't want to do anything to hurt anybody. I've actually been trying to, if you come to this channel regularly, you know, I'm trying to get you to get out of town. I live way out of town. I plan, if I need to leave, go further than where I'm at. I've been thinking about it. I got a plan B, C, D if I can, you know. Not like something going around. I mean, I have hopefully a place now. I haven't, you know, not perfect, but was talking with Kevin about this, been talking about Kinetic in here about these things, you know, about being more prepared. I could be way more prepared. The thing that I hate about my life, and it's okay, I got something right there, is that I don't have an organic diet. And I think that's part of being Christ-like as well. That's why I live a very minimalist lifestyle. People say I'm a bum and I live in a shack, or they haven't seen this cabin. They don't know what this cabin looks. They see one thing on the wall, you know, and they don't understand. I love this. I was talking to Kevin. These boards right here, they don't fit any board in this room. Let me tell you, this whole is just being, they had to go here. Just everything about, you know, the way Father makes me repurpose things, you know. Hey, I'm really excited. I'm super worn out, guys. I can't stand here all night. I did 2 days of bust, you know what, because I told Kevin, again, we were talking about this, you know, proficiency. Now we've got Kevin a little more settled because I told him, Kevin, I got to do something here, man. I'm getting a little unsettled with him coming in. Is not hurting us. It's helping. I feel so inspired now, brothers and sisters, of the things, again, that I had lost all my inspiration because I wanted to build a community. Like, I just wish, you know, Kinetic was here. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have to be here. He could be on another property. I know this person's independent. He's too fit for, he works too hard as a person, too independent. I didn't see him or met him, but I know already just by is prepping biblical serious question. Bennett, yes, it is. Think about this. I'll hold off 1 second, Bennett, there, okay? And I'll give you a why in Scripture to support it too, okay? I won't give you my opinion. I'll give you Scripture, okay? I'll put the word on you because you asked if it's biblical. I'll give you biblical reference, and I teach in here quite a bit. So on the same thing, okay? So give me 1 second because I want to talk to Kinetic real quick about this. He's just driven enough, I can tell, to have to, in a farming community, brothers and sisters, when you're way out in the middle of nowhere, you have to be self-made. Although some people get Social Security, disability, some kind of retirement, although I bet you Kinetic has worked hard, I bet you he doesn't have anything, and I don't know anything. And if he does, great. He could just sit out here and be like a bump on a log, and some people do that out here because the cost of living is affordable and there's ways. But I got the feeling he's self-made. And anytime he comes into something, it gets taken from him. Father probably does that over and over. And racing will do that too if you're involved in racing. It does. It just burns up your money real quick. It's too much fun. Yeah, and then you keep busy. So anyway, so he's a self-made person. So that's what I needed out here, and I need people with that mentality, you know. And so I told that to Kevin, and today I got that that house. It's a house, guys. It's nice. That guy did such a nice job. Like I said, it dropped down on one end. It wasn't up that very high. And it went down boom, like that. And the whole thud. I mean, it just was one. I have it so high up on the trailer, and I was showing Kevin this today because he's got that thing seamed in the middle, with two 10-foot sticks, and there was no flex. I mean, I'll show you a picture. I'll go out before I take it down off the ground. Oh, God, I needed it. My back hurts so much. It hurts so much. We had to lift it up so high. I think Kevin's got a picture. I should have taken some pictures. God, that eye is getting bad. It's getting bad. Again, it goes in spurts. Okay, but anyways, Kevin, because I told him, and I didn't mean to push him today, but I'm seriously, that building is so nice. Because that guy who built it, he's from Cuba. He's an older man. You can tell. I went and showed Kevin because I made him look underneath. I'm like, look at all these staples. And I mean, are in nails like, this dude was nothing like, Kevin didn't get his, I don't understand what you know. There was not only a lot. I wasn't trying to go into it with too much. He's like, I don't understand, but I can see, that it was, all this stuff was a little too many nails, which I like because he wasn't very consistent and then was not short on supply. You know what I'm saying? Like cutting corners, too many nails. Yeah, like, oh yeah, all right. He's not skipping anywhere. And then when it came apart, when it went down, kinetic on the back, that T111, a little piece ripped up, and I saw the corner trim, and I told Kevin I'd fix that for him. But it showed that it was insulated, double Mylar. Then he did it right. And then, like I said, so we brought it back. It was up on the trailer, no sag at all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was really quite a stupid thing. But, oh man, when I pulled up on that corner, because I had to go up on that thing, Kevin didn't get it on video. That thing was, because I'm telling you, that back bumper was, well, you'll see, I'll get out the picture. So, boy, when I had to go up, Kevin didn't look. Boy, I saw that whole thing come up like this. I'm like, well, it's going to go over and roll over, or it's going to come up. And it's like, I'm like, whoa, because I went super slow to go back. So Kevin's going to buy it and not buy the Rusty Dragon, which I am not looking forward to the Rusty Dragon moving it. So it's 10 by 20 and, it's really nice. There's a divider. It's got a kitchen. It's got cabinets. It's plumbed. It's wired. You can plug it in. I kind of was like, Kevin, if you don't buy this for me, I'm going to move into this thing because I could stay warm in there right now so fast. Like this cabin's hard to stay warm in. I get so tired of waking up in the cold, but it's good for my body. It is good not to be 70 and sunny. I like that. I built this cabin without insulation to live like that. I want my body to be freezing cold if I don't keep the fire going. I want to wake up and be cold in the morning and have to get a fire going and live like I would without this comfort creature comfort. My body won't die if it gets cold. People would live in a 70-degree temperature all the time. Like a cannabis plant is not to be meant to be grown in 70 and sunny all the time. Although it's possible, it should much have some sway in temperature. So, yeah, so what I'm going to have to do now is it's jacked up on the trailer. I'm going to have to jack it up, pull the trailer out, and then jack it up. So I do it all the hard way with the floor jack. Moving that floor jack is what kicked my butt, man. Moving that floor jack is what kicked my butt. The big floor jack hand, and it's got a big 3-ton, picking that thing up and moving it every time. I must have moved it 100 times. That jack was, my arms are so tired this morning. I'm like, oh my God, I go back at doing that again. But I was, so end up having to go another block and a half high, but it's clear now. I mean, it's clear of the tires by, so we got it. You got it over here safely. And seriously, I only put 4 ratchet straps to the corners and that trailer's, so yeah, it's all right. We made it here. It's all in one piece. It'll go down. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. And so I'm super stoked. Like I said, I'm going to make a little bit of money on Kevin. And I told him, if you don't want to buy this, I don't want you to buy it because what I bought it for, I got a decent rate. But with my moving it already and my cost and whatever, and then I told him I want flooring in it. The only thing, it has paint. He painted the floors and he put carpet in the in the second room with the divider. I'll take it and show you on the live stream. It's nice, guys. It's more Kevin's, and he's kind of honest with it too. He's like, and like that, I appreciate Kevin's honesty. Lisa, you're an idiot. Get out of here. You're Satan. I rebuke you. The devil comes wearing lipstick, high heels, and fishnet stockings too. So I'm not fooled by Lisa. Okay. The devil is transgender. So the devil has boobies. Careful. The devil's got boobies. Jesus has got baby manger. Jesus has got boobies. So, okay. So check this out. Kevin has been living in the Rusty Dragon, which I'm totally cool with because he's had a place out of the weather. There's the wood stove in there and 6-inch heels, and fishnet stockings. You're going to ring it. So that's the way it is, brother, sister. So I need to finish that stove, which I didn't even finish this stove. I think it leaks a little bit too, which I wanted to get over there fixed. I just been so big. His door isn't done over there, which that building is 3 times the cost of this building. So I'm going to make a little bit of money. And I told him I don't really, because I was giving him that building for way less than my labor. Okay. Way less than my labor and my cost. I really was not getting any labor out of it. I was just giving it to him the cost of the building. And he looked, he's like, damn, yeah, that's a good deal. I would look at some other buildings and I can't get one of these little she sheds for the, in this. If you guys have been in the Rusty Dragon, you can see the building. I'm not done with it. Rusty Dragon is it's I don't know, what is that? Eclectic or something like that. I don't know what they call the way I do things. I like shabby chic. That's not what it's called. Western, right? Western. I guess that's my theme. It's all Western but the Rusty Dragon has a very different feel to it because he even rustic. It's very rustic feeling. Yes, very rustic feeling. Thank you, Joe. You know what I'm saying? I use the rusty tin and I use the repurpose and the log siding and old rusty chain and thing like that, and the stone and all those stone work and all the stuff I do and the big beams and the tall. He too. He's like, I appreciate all glory to the Father. We're just chit chatting about the live streams right now. Rustic and natural, guys. That's what I like. That's why I really hope that some of you guys would come out here. And if I can't find you a spot out here, we have more property out here. There's enough where Kevin and I talked about, if somebody wants to do a bunch of modern thing, there's so much great on this property. Somebody could just do a whole modern section in one place. Maybe you want a house with shipping containers. You want it all to be glass. You want to start stacking them and doing, cool, I got a buddy. Oh God, I got to call him, guys. I got to get off here in a minute and call him. He wants to build a pyramid out here. He does. And I'd let him. If he wants to build a pyramid, he's got it in his idea. He can build a pyramid. I want him to be able to build it. If he think he can do it, I'll help him. He thinks he can build it out of block. He's got it in his head. He's got the blueprint in his head. And I've kind of seen the way he said he's going to do it. Step by step, block by block. It can be done with an overlay. It would, that'd be cool as hell. I love it. There's some person who almost built something like that down the road, guys. It's a big, massive, and they painted it green. I don't know what it is. It's something somebody built out here, some custom building. It's neat. It's kind of neat. It's like a forest green color, it's just quite different. But anyways, this building is more cookie cutter, guys. It will work for him. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, that's so sorry. Oh my God, my back, that sciatica is just, oh yeah. Okay. So that building is so solid too. The way he built it, it's super Kawasaki green, right? Yeah, no, this is like a forest dark green. It's kind of even hard to see out there in the bushes. So it's going to be a good color. You won't see it during the summertime at all. It'll disappear in the sage and the other brush that comes up out. We have more than just sagebrush out here. So Supernova. Oh, is that bend over Harley Davidson with the Supernova? There we go. Yeah, shabby chic is not rustic painted white, right? That's not whitewashed or but a little bit though, Annie, a little bit naturally whitewashed with the sun. See? Kinda. I was talking, and say this one not so much, but they're all naturally sun whitewashed. So a little shabby chic, if you will. My mom was like that, Mom, you're not you're not freaking Victorian. Stop painting everything white and whitewashing and everything. I really like the look, guys. I think it's dark. I think it looks excellent. Not just the whitewashing, but have I ever killed a deer? Supernova, can you actually skin a buck without turning it into hamburger, without cutting the piss sack and ruining it all? Can you set a fall trap? Can you navigate your way out of the forest? Could you know where east and west and north and south, just by the way the moss grows or the sun comes up? Or do you have any navigation skills before you start asking me any questions? What do you use how do you process your animals? Tell me how you process an animal. How do you, the sun? Uh-oh, I think you're off. So, all right. I think we got Ben Davison in here. Harley Halo, CIA plant. He used to be good until he went on the road. Now he lives next to some military thing out there in Colorado. New Valley of the Sun. The Earth's going to tilt. Mr. Supernova. Nova. That's funny. Funny. Galactic wave's going to do it. So, I yell, run. Annie yells, run. And I'm like, oh, lead that summit. Bam! I can lead it because I'm an expert marksman. Look at my DD-214. I don't ever miss. And I always shoot twice. Yep. The ladies love it. I'm always bring home the meat. Oh. I go deep in the bush and I always shoot twice. Bam. Told you. The ladies love me. All right. I'm a hunter. Not like Nimrod. But anyways. So, okay, yes. So we're going to go back, Joe. Thank you. I was just about ready to. I was like, hey, we got to his question right on time, Joe. So, preparedness. Bennett. Father said he is going to send his son, the only begotten son of the Lamb, born of a virgin, the matrix, right? He had the birth of less vessel. He didn't exist in flesh. He is I am. But then he said he would come back. Come back. He would leave this place. He would go to where his father's house is at. And he would do what? Now, remember, Noah, he didn't listen to the world. Everybody called him and mocked that old man for how many decades? Scoffed him because he was preparing a vessel. And then even rained on this rock. Did he listen to the world, Bennett? Or did he listen to that still voice inside his head? That was 120 years. Noah lived to be 900. I don't think I want to die yesterday. But anyway, so Noah lived to be 900 years. It took him 120 years to prepare that vessel, that ark. So that father's obviously, so we could be here. Let's take a moment of silence for Noah. Oh, thank you, Noah, for not listening to the world. They scoffed him. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't listen to the world. Thank you, Bennett. So Father said he would send his son. He sent his son. He said he would come back, right? And he would do what? And how long ago was that? Now listen, he said, have your lamps trimmed. Have your lamps trimmed, be girded in my service. So that's action word, believing in me, and have extra oil. Have extra oil, he said, Bennett. Have extra oil. And he said he's going to leave this place. He would prepare a place where his father's house was at. It was a house of many rooms. And he would come back and he would redeem. If I'm not mistaken, how long ago was that he said that he would prepare that place, Bennett? Preparedness? Yeah, buddy. How long ago was that? Has he been preparing? Noah ain't got Jack Dilly Scott. Thank you, Noah, but Noah ain't got nothing on the Hamashiach. He's getting that wedding ready for us, isn't he? That Harper's Harp. Well, yeah, over 2,600 years ago, he was been preparing. So keep preparing, Bennett. We ain't got nothing on the Hamashiach, okay? Don't let anybody get in the way of your preparedness. And just on a better sense, because I'm a veteran, it is biblical. Listen, he said, have your loins girded and have extra oil. Have extra oil. Extra oil. Do you understand? Have extra oil and have your lamps trimmed. Nobody knows the day or the hour. And that's very important that you understand what that scripture is telling you. Nobody knows the day or the hour because you could have died 100 years ago. And when the dead are raised from the ashes and the dust, you wanted to be prepared back then. You wanted to be prepared back then. 5785. 5785. Yes, it does. You're a bad person if you're going to be a cop. Cops are pigs and you're not enforcing any criminal law. I know I used to be a pig myself. So don't become a pig. I rebuke you. All cops are bad cops. There's no good cops in America. They're commerce cops and they're tyrants, and I rebuke them. I'll see you on the road and I'll give you hell. And I'll audit the living snot out of you, you tyrant pig. He says, don't cast your pearls before swine. Pigs are people in government. So don't work for the government or don't become a clown pig. They don't have any authority anyways, but they'll dump clips in you. They will. Your public enemy. You never heard a song called F the Fireman, have you? So nope, don't go to the police academy. Don't go. I did all my reconstruction certification, did all my career, it was reconstruction traffic. I wanted to work for a progressive or so. Yeah, they're corporate cops and listen, you're not Christ-like, brothers and sisters, if you're not standing against this perversion law. And so you have to stand against bad cops, and there's no good cops in the United States because they enforce what is called commerce, code, criminal code, statute, revised statute. Those are not adjudicated through our House, Congress, and Senate. I know I'm a veteran. I am a prior pig myself. I was in law enforcement. I know the law quite well. I know my constitutional rights. I defended the right of the people. So you're not going to tell me that I don't know my rights. Absolutely. You want to test me? Go ahead. I'll take a test. You want to test the teacher? Test my constitutional rights. I live like the Constitution. I live like I should live. I don't let anybody tell me I can or can't. No, I'm a veteran. Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech, of the press, or religion. So I have the right to audit my public officials. I have the right as a citizen journalist, and I audit all my pigs. You never let a pig. How are we going to know they're doing a bad job? If we don't, there's no right to expectation in public. You don't have the right to privacy. Oh, you can't film me. Shut up, pig. You're a clown. You have to create your own expectation of privacy, right? No, you can't. You're on the job. You're a public servant. I have the right to audit you in your capacity of your duty. Get back to work, pig. You work for me. That's right, Jacob. You need to know your rights or you'll lose your rights. Thank you. It's the job of the citizen to know their rights, or they'll trample on them. They can't be, though, brothers and sisters. If you assert your rights, and even if now listen, this is where this gets a little sticky. Even if they prosecute you, Father will send Shiloh to cover your sins. Fathers will send Shiloh to cover your sins. No, privacy is a right. Do you have the right to privacy in the Constitution, Bennett? That's not true. You have the right to be secure in your houses, papers, persons, and effects. You do have the right to privacy under the Constitution. It is guaranteed. It's not guaranteed in public. It is guaranteed in your houses, papers, persons, and effect. You have the right to warrantless search or seizure. Nobody can encroach and encost on any of those things. So you have the right to Lisa, shut the hell up. Why do you just put the same thing? You're like a robot. Just get Lisa out of here. Don't come back here ever again, Satan. And there we go. So you have the right to be secure. This is your Miranda rights. Nobody can accost your body or encroach on you. This is part of your Miranda rights. Okay? You have the right to under your Miranda rights, unless you've committed a crime, now somebody can stop you and encroach on your privacy. But unless there's a person and you've committed a crime, person-on-person crime, there is no crime. That's a victimless crime, and I rebuke that. Father would not allow that kind of crime. That is not a crime. Where's the victim? In the United States, you have the right to face your accuser. Yeah, Terry versus Ohio. That is a stop and frisk because of gangs. That Terry versus Ohio is because, again, they used to get out and gang member, but they can't do that. They can't stop and accost you unless they can articulate, which is reasonable articulate suspicion, RAS, and have probable cause, show probable cause that you've committed a crime. And they have to articulate the crime you've committed. You have to be in the commission of committing a crime, or they have to have and can articulate the crime that you are going to commit. And they better have a pretty good understanding of what that is called. RAS. They can't accost your body under your Miranda rights unless you committed a crime. They can ask for your name. They can't stop your body. That is your Fourth Amendment right. That is your Fifth Amendment right under your Miranda rights. You have the right to be secure in your house's papers, persons, and effects. You have the right to warrantless search or seizure. Search can't stop your body, can't stop you unless you've committed a crime under the Constitution of the United States. Not a revised statute, not some code, not some Florida revised statute. That's not constitutional. Those were not adjudicated through the House, Congress, or the Senate. These were all added part of what is known as the corporation. So, what do I got? I had that neighbor who had the police bust down her door, shot her dog. I didn't announce himself and crossed the field, asked who the arrest warrant was. Or they told me it turns out the wrong. Yeah, they do it all the time. Jacob, that happens all the time. Seriously, that happens way more often than you would think. So, there is no cop in America that is enforcing criminal Title 18 law. Not one. Not one. I don't care if they're state, Department of Defense. That's one office below the president. NSA, CIA, those are all alphabet soup agents. They're a corporation. They're part of a corporation. They're still a corporation. So I don't care. They don't have any authority. They're still. So that's corporation. Title 18 is the original statutes. Unless it's been adjudicated through the House, the Congress, and the Senate, it's not constitutional. No, it's not. So it's not constitutional. It's not law. If it's repugnant to the Constitution, we are not to follow any law that's not constitutional. So you're an idiot if you keep following. I don't watch Chico. Get out of here, you idiot, with your lame stream media. I don't watch faux news, MSLSD. I am the news, you idiot. People come here to get the news. Move on there, Chico. You're out of your league. So this is a corporation. And the reason why they don't tell you this on Fox, too. What an idiot. You're not going to hear this on Fox. You're not going to hear this on any other live stream. I'm going to tell you something right now. You tell me one other live stream, one other blogger. I don't care if it's Delete Laws or any one of these people who think they're part of this First Amendment audited community. None of them is telling you what I'm about to tell you. There's only one constitutional court that has judicial capacity in the United States. One location. Operating under the original Title 18 statutes. Adjudicated through the House, Congress, and the Senate. One. Article 3 court. Operating under the original Title 18 statutes. Everything else is bullshit and not constitutional. None of them are talking about it. Why? Father blessed me with this. I already used this information to subrogate a judge to take the merchant number from this case. That they have me for 4 felonies for protecting my son. I'm facing out my house swatted by the state of Oregon, try to come in here and kill me because I'm a veteran and I speak up. This is how they treat veterans like myself that stand up for the Constitution of the United States, not some corporation, the Constitutional Republic. And because I assert my rights, I suffered. Now I'm scarred and maimed for life. I'm very, thank Father, blessed to be even standing up. Go watch the video. It's a 16-minute SWAT raid on my house. I shouldn't even be standing here talking to you. No way you get hit with a concussion, flash, stun, grenade, and not fall on the ground. I don't care how bad you are. I don't know how I did it. I still look back at the live stream and I am blown away how I could still stand there and just shut the flipping door. I just moved out of the way. Bam! Right in my face. And I have had a concussion since that day and I have not been to the doctors. Now I'm over bleeding out of my head, but I guarantee you, I still have permanent damage from that. I've never been to the doctors. They should have taken me to the doctors. They should have taken me to the hospital, brothers and sisters, but they didn't. Go look at the SWAT raid. You tell me you hit somebody in the face with a flash concussion grenade, stun grenade. They need to be taken to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but I don't care, brothers and sisters. And I get up every day and I remind myself, stop being a sissy, Tracy. Stop being so weak. Stand up and go minister this gospel. There's people who need to hear you. Father kept you alive for a reason. Stop being selfish. Spend more time on the internet. Spend more time with the ministry. This worldly stuff ain't nothing. It's all going to go anyways. Sup with your brothers and sisters. Keep pushing out that gospel, Tracy. All the rest of this is vanity. It's your own illusion. Keep teaching the gospel. That's what I have you here to do. Just don't stop. If they wanted to kill you, they would have shot you. Look at guys. Look back. Imagine coming out filming, and they already hit me with 5 of the. What are here? I don't want to show you, but one of these guys. One of these. I'm a veteran. I know what this is. This is shot out of the M203. I'm older, but that's what this is, a grenade launcher underneath, this goes underneath normally. This is not a single fire. This will go like under an AR. They'll have this. They would call this a 203 in the day because I'm older, but this was grenade launcher underneath your weapon. I don't think this is a single fired shot. They shot my son. Listen on the live stream. They shot him. They shot him in the chest. You can hear him. He's had his hands up. I'm telling you, my son's coming out peacefully. He's coming. He's not resisting, You guys are coming, and then they just you hear him. Which way do I go? Brrr, and they shot him anyways. 5 of these in this house, and all I was asking for was to get some telephone numbers so I can get my animals. Okay, Ben, I'm old. All these nomenclatures, everything changes, right? I don't want to give it the wrong nomenclature. It's like everything's so different now. We had a 60 back when I was in there. Now they got a law. They got all these other, So, okay. So you guys know what I'm saying. So, I've shown you guys these, now I'm a veteran and I'm pleased, I've been gassed and concussed, you know what I'm saying? But normally with hearing protection and a helmet, not just bam, right in my ear. I don't even know how I can talk, guys. My speech gets all weird and wonky. I sort of I watched the video, like, dude, you're talking, it's getting all weird. But you guys, I just had a concussion. I just hit my concussion. I should have been on the ground. My eardrum should have been exploded. I should be having ear surgery, eye surgery. I don't see how I didn't have an orbital, some kind of. It was right there. You could see that thing was bam right in my face. And then I come back in. And then they shoot 5 of these things. There was more because they hit the windows and you can hear them. They just keep launching them in here because they wanted me to come out with a gun. They wanted me to come out with a gun, brothers and sisters. They wanted an armed standoff, and that is not what they got. So I thank Father that he controlled the whole situation and that I have nothing to do with it. Like, I still don't have counsel, guys. Nothing's been done. It's like I'm just walking out the door. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. You're a vet. If you're a vet, I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how it's possible. I'm a veteran. I've been through, I've asked, I think Big Q has been in here. He's been a vet. He's like, dude, I've been concussed in a room when they threw a flashbang in the room with ear protection in. We almost passed out from the concuss. Everybody in the room's like, oh, and you're just like, bam. You go inside and you're talk a little bit. Then you're just start barking orders and stuff at them. We're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere either. Whatever. I don't know what. If Father took over, I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. You can tell that. I never reached, I'm going to get a gun. I never did that. Why are you here? Why are, my dogs, my son, hey, Adriana, you're doing the right thing, sweetheart. Go peacefully, sweetheart. Go peacefully. Do not, she did the right thing. And then they kidnapped her. They didn't even have a warrant for her arrest, guys. Father's going to get this case someday, and he's going to deal with this. I just don't think this will be dealt with in the time. Nothing's happened, guys. Imagine eating 5 of these. One's hard to eat, guys. After being concussed in the face and then eating one of these, I wanted to get out of here so bad, guys. My brain, because you could tell it was getting in my mouth and it was in my ears and I could get it in my nose and my brain was telling me, get out of here. Get out, So, but you heard me. I had to get some way to get somebody to take care of my animals because I'm such a loner. I don't know anybody and I have such a small call. It's so weird too. The person that I would have normally called, phone wasn't on. So that's why I kept, and I'm writing it on my belly of all things, with a red Sharpie or whatever on my stomach because I can't write on my arm because my arm's tattooed or, write it on my arm. So I'm writing it on my stomach. And so I thank Father that I'm still here. And I feel like such a sissy sometimes when I get up and I struggle. I'm like, you shouldn't even be here. You should be laying in a hospital bed. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have speech. You should have lost your ability to function conversation. Your ear should have made you to have a hard time. In my ear, I have hearing, although it's weird. How could that not have weird hearing? I've never claimed that I've had loss because I still feel like I have, but it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a dome or something. So, cool. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully time will go by quickly here and we'll get you here. I hope, love to have you here. So yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Rest. I can't wait to die. So I got to get off here in a minute and put some more wood in the stove. So I'm thankful, Father, because of these things, guys, I shouldn't be here. So I thank Father, and every day I get up, I don't stop thinking about that. I don't think about how blessed that I am to be standing up, all right, 10-toe, not like some slave on my knees, still able to fight this beast system. And I know that Father has his hands on this so much. It doesn't make any sense. Again, I went out the door. I want you guys to know when I finally went out, because you hear me, I'm trying to set him up. I didn't know if my son was laying there dead. I had to play the game with them. Oh, thank you for not hurting us. Wondering, is he sitting there dead, alive? I don't know. I got to get my daughter out. When things happen like that, brother, sister, some of us veterans, you'll know if there's any more veterans or someone in here, you can't think. You don't think. You don't think in the war. You don't think in times of war. You don't think. You can't. That will get you killed. You have to react. You have to respond. So in my brain, I'm so far forward, and because of the way I guess maybe I'm a veteran, it just didn't affect me the way that I think it would have affect some people. And I'm so blessed to know that I'm still here and I'm still upright and I shouldn't be here. And only by the glory of Father am I still able to conversate. And I feel like I've, yes, that's what I'm saying. You can't think it'll get you killed. So I appreciate Father to carry me and not to lose my mind. And so when I walked out this door, guys, because I'm, the whole thing is playing and it's happening so fast. I mean, it's all happening so fast. If you've been there and all this stuff, I'm not tunnel vision. I don't get tunnel vision. I don't get that. I get focused, but I don't get tunnel vision. Stay alert, stay alive. You got to know what's around you 360 degrees. You can't get tunnel vision. That's another way to get yourself hurt real quick. Don't get that blinders on. Stay alert, stay alive. You better have somebody have your 6 too. At least you got 180 then, your peripheral, if you will. And that's more than 100. But either way, brother, sister. So you got to imagine when I'm talking to them at the door, I'm thinking, is my son laying over here dead because they sprayed him? Brrr. My daughter is out now. Now I know they got her and I didn't hear her shouldn't shoot her. And then when I can't, now that we got to imagine they'd already, thank you so much, Joe. I'm saying that he does. He obviously got my front end. my back, it's got to be armor, God, all around. It's like an invisible field, you know, like a wave, like a dome, right? Like the Iron Dome that, you know. But when I went out the door, guys, I was so upset at myself, and you can tell. You can tell if you watch the stream because I'm playing the game with them. I'm playing the game. I got to play the game. Oh, thanks for not hurting me. You know, when I'm playing, and you're not going to shoot me, right? You know, because I'm trying to get them to say they won't. If they do, if they don't, because you guys knew I had some people that were on the stream. I'm like, well, if they shoot me, oh well, I don't care about dying. I just need it documented. They said they weren't. Bam, they shot him anyways. Oh my God, did you see what they did to this guy? He came out the door. He had his hands up. You're not going to shoot me, right? Yeah, we're not going to shoot you, Tracy. Come down the ramp. You know, come out, walk towards it. Okay. And I walked out, and then I walked out the door, guys. And in my brain, I'm like, you're an idiot. I seriously, you guys couldn't see me because I'm holding it up. And I'm like, you're an idiot. I forgot about my dogs for a second. All that thing about the dogs, guys. You guys, I haven't told you this at all, and I've explained what I haven't explained to you in my head. You're an idiot because I had my hands up, right? And I had to come out with my hands up. Why am I telling myself I'm an idiot? Jacob, I'm happy because the local police call me if they think it's. Why would I say I'm an idiot? The whole time I'm trying my dogs. There's it, guys. And you can hear me tell my dogs, I love you guys. I love you, Tango. I love you, Pants. I love you. I was telling them I love them. Talking to my dogs. I need to get my dog into somebody. I got animals in here. I got cats in here. I got kitties in here. Stop throwing tear gas in here. You got, I'm coming out. I'm not resisting. I'm not going to shoot. I don't have any weapons. I only have my phone. I'd already talked to him on the phone. I'd already explained to them. So I exit the door. I got one hand on the phone because I'm feeling them. Leaving my dogs behind and leaving the freaking door open, David. I left the door open, guys. I left the door open. I had to come out and I didn't shut it because I had to come out with my hands up. I came out and I didn't shut the door. I thought I was dead right there, guys. I was so, man, I've been I've been on death. Death has been on my back. I love death, guys. I can't wait. I'm so excited about death. I'm not going to take my life. God has already wrote my death. That's not it. I'm so excited to be free of this flesh. It is so, I hope you're ready. It's so awesome. I was thinking about it before I got on here and like, you need to do a live stream. Stop thinking about it. You're like going old school like they used to. And I'm not. Guys, it's so exciting. I'm so excited to die. So, but anyways, I'm in Silver Lake, Oregon. So Central Oregon is Bend. I'm southeast of, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Right. That's a joke, but I'm not asking for it. I don't jump in front of, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it. I'm going to endure to the end. He said, I have to endure. If I have to live another 50 years, 100 years, I'm going to do whatever Father may. I'll drag myself around. I already have by sadness. I'm not going to give up. You have to endure. So I'm excited, but man, when I reached over, cool. When I reached over and I knew I had to shut that door, guys, I thought for sure. I felt the sting. I'm like, yeah, baby. Here we go. Well, whatever. Fuck it. The dogs are worth it. I love my animals. I already got my son. My daughter's out. Apologize the cursing. I've been curving that all together, trying not to, but I'm like that. I'm going back for the door, and you see me reach me. I'm like, they're gonna shoot me. So you're done. He's going back in because it already like, oh man, here we go. Oh guys, I can feel it. Death was on my mouth. He was on my back. I'm like, yes, come on, do it. So I'm thankful that they did, brothers and sisters. And if you go look too, and I want to explain you too something, and then I better wrap this up. When I got the discovery too, guys, okay, now they wanted to shoot me, guys, dead. They came here with the intent to me to come out armed, and it didn't turn out like they thought. It is what it is. Father was in control. Okay. There's proof of, you want to see God at work? Go watch a live stream, 16-minute live stream. You will see Father control 30 armed men not to be able to come here and Lavoy Finnick me and shoot me and hire the state police to come in and take care of the fucking loudmouth that won't shut up about Trump, Obama, Clinton, all these banksters, all of them, Morgan, JP, Gates, all of them have been exposing these people on this platform for 10 more. I've had probably 10 channels. You guys all probably know one. I have many channels on this platform. I've done this for quite some time. So this isn't my first rodeo, okay? High Desert Faith and Truth will be the last channel. I will never do another channel again. This will be my rest. This is where I'm going to find. This is home, okay? This is where my family's at. Home is where you hang your heart. And this is, the heart's continuously filled with wickedness. So this is where I fill my, with my brothers and sisters. So brothers, I want you to know, like I said, this is something I'm so appreciative to have the ears and the eyes that Father gives me through this ministry, not by my choice, because I'm ready to go, but he gets me up every day going, don't be some scumbag and not be appreciative of the flesh that's still not perfect and pretty banged up at this point, but much better shape than most. I have had a stroke since this has happened, but that's not, I didn't ask for that, Russ. I didn't ask to be concussed. I didn't know that was even a thing. Like, I knew there was something that was happening, but I didn't realize the physical effects, just like all the things that happened to me since then. That somebody pointed out to me, dude, are you that freaking, you're a vet and you're a first responder and all those things. Are you not realizing you have had a concussion since the moment, 45 seconds when those state troopers showed up to your house, 45 seconds, you have had a concussion since then, and you've never been to the doctor, and you're spitting up all this blood out of your face. No wonder you're having all this respiratory problems. You breathed 4 or 5 tear gas canisters for over a month. You sat in that house, cleaned it, and you shouldn't have never been in any of that. And we didn't understand how you haven't been to the doctor yet, right? No, I'm not going to. You need to go to the optometrist, Tracy. Your eye is sagging. Your whole face, your right side, you can even see it in the way my eyes, it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care about my looks. That's vanity. I don't care about my looks. Like I told you, it ain't about that. I'm appreciative to even be standing up. So what? My face sags a little bit more on the right now. It is what it is. That's what happens when you suffer a stroke, and it hasn't, I don't know. It's just not doing it. I've seen people have strokes and then it just hasn't done it yet. I don't know. I think it's just permanently the way my face is going to be. It just took too heavy of a hit to that side of my face. And when I suffered that stroke, it just pulled on that side of my face. Like I said, wasn't even paying attention. It was my subscriber base that pointed it out. So I appreciate it. I'm just missing things like that, not paying attention. I'm in the zone. I'm like a vet. So concussed from second, 45 seconds, one minute of them being here, they'd already caused physical damage to my body. They didn't come here for peace, brothers and sisters. They didn't come here to do anything but unalive me. And that's what evidence will show. So I'm so thankful to be here. I really am. I'm so appreciative to have eyes and ears to hear, because I shouldn't have an eye. I shouldn't have an ear, I just appreciate the ministry, and I'm so thankful, and I feel like such a dirtbag sometimes when I get weak, because I want to be here for this ministry. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be able to talk. I shouldn't be able to walk. I should be concussed. I should be in a hospital having reconstructive surgery. I should have suffered some kind of brain damage. You don't get concussed in the face without hearing protection and not suffer some kind of rupture of your eardrum. Although I can't get away from the scarring of my eye, somebody wants me to go to the doctor because I guess I have scarring on my retina or whatever, and they're not going to fix it. I don't care. It looks like I have sand and hair in my eye. Sometimes it bothers me because I think it's something in my eye, and sometimes it moves around. It's weird, but I'm getting used to it. It's been how long now? 8 months or something, 9 months or something. So it's getting more accustomed. It's weird. I almost stepped off the deck the other day because it moved and it kind of startled. Wasn't it just my eye? I looked up in the sky, and because my eye kind of looked forward, my eye had a little twitch, and then I saw it. It looks like if you look back at the live stream at the 45 seconds, you can see that whole flash, and that's what my eye looks like. It has a big piece of hair like this in it, like this with some dots, and then there's like a bunch of hair, like sand. I can see it because I have to look around sometimes. If you look, I have to look around the live stream, look around, and so it looks like hair and sand in my eye, and I never had that before, and I didn't know what it was until somebody pointed that out. Dude, that's the here, are you foolish? Like, I'm whatever. I'm in the zone. So it happened. Things, like I said, it is what it is. I'm just appreciative. Very appreciative to be here today and still walk and not be able to suffer, have any kind of, never took any drugs, never got any prescription, never went to the doctor to go try to get me to take some of their, script. Don't do that. Don't, like most of these Mexican Americans, demonions, distributors of fortunes, Christians and demons, distributors of fortunes of lies, straight up on their medicine cabinet, Mexican Americans, these people. They didn't do that. I never went to the doctor. I didn't do any of those things. I just continued on. Made sure I took care of myself, had a better diet, didn't sup with vipers, continue to walk in Father's word. And he's the one who's continuing to walk and heal me every day, so I have the strength to be upright. Isn't that so beautiful? Go look at the live stream, but I shouldn't even be here. I'm so thankful Father made, this vessel that I can continue to be here and pastor this gospel, because this is an amazing time to be a witness. Although it's you got people who are just out of their minds, just lost in this lies and fortunes and Jezebel spirits. But it's part of, God doesn't love everybody. God only loves his bride. Most people are going to hell. You can't be saved. You can't accept Christ. It's all part of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? It's just silliness. So that's what I'm saying. This is how this continues on and on. People just don't. And then I'm a veteran like myself, honorably discharged, defending the right of the people, Constitution, protecting this town, this county, this state. And this is the way I get treated by my country. This is what they do to a man like me, swat my house, for standing up for the rights, the constitutional rights. So it's quite alarming, but I'm so thankful and feel so blessed to just even be standing here today and to continue to be a part of this just one part of the whole in this ministry, because I shouldn't be here. So thankful. And if you need, some people need to see proof. I don't need to see Father's proof I see God when the things are the most high, when things are the worst. That's when I see him the most. But if you want to see proof, somebody needs to see proof of a God. That's idiocracy. I don't need no proof. Go look at that 16-minute live stream. Show me not God doesn't have his hands on this vessel right now. How am I talking, walking? How have I not suffered? Again, if you see that's not possible. So it is possible. Father can do miracles and create things right here on this rock. Go watch the live stream when I told Lance Brown to turn around and leave. The supposed pursuit. There was no pursuit. He didn't even have his lights on. I told him to leave. He left. Oh, thank God. Thank Father. You need proof in God. They said on the same video. Let me show you Father has his hands on this too, guys. It's been nearly 9 months since this house was SWAT raided by the Oregon State Police, Lake County Sheriff's Office. When this was just between me and Lake County Sheriffs, they had the state of Oregon come in with 20 plus men, heavily armed men, came in and swatted this house. And it's still like I just walked out the door and just shut the door, like I'm walking down the ramp right now. You want to know what's been done on this case in 9 months? Nothing. It's like I just walked out the door. I'm not kidding. Tell me that's not Father. Nothing has been done on this case. I've moved I moved forward at all. Now my son's gone. Missing. Might be dead. I don't even know I'll ever see him again. I was actually, before I came on this live stream, I'm like, Father, I'm so ready to die. Please don't make me go in and tell this to these people. Don't make this part of the stream. I want to be with my son. If he's dead, I want to be with him. I'm ready to wait, Father. If the cops shot him and they took my daughter and he's not here anymore, why do you have me here? I'm here for you. I said, shut up, Tracy. Stop being so weak. You're in a beautiful place. You got Kevin over here. He enjoys this place. He's enjoying. You're blessed. You have the ministry. Stop being so selfish. Go in there and do the live stream. Do what you're told. Carry your cross. Suffer. You can't tell them they're not going to, they have to suffer and you not suffer. Conform to my image, do what I did, follow after me. If you say you're a living testament, I'm going to make you suffer. You can't tell everybody they have to go through tribulation and you may not put you through tribulation. Go in there and stop being weak. So I probably shouldn't have mentioned it, but I just thought of my son a lot. I'm like, damn, if he's gone, I want to be with him. But then I thought, stop it. So I'm excited to die. So I apologize for bringing that over into the description. One day closer to death. That's why I did it, because I was thinking about my son, because I don't know if I'll ever see him again. Nobody knows where he's at now. His mom won't even talk to me, and I only talked to her one time in 8 months because I don't talk to her. So there's proof of God. Nothing's been done, guys. Nothing's been done in this case. I'm still in the same exact position that I was, and now my son is gone, and they already shot him in the chest, and they already kidnapped my daughter, so I'm not trying to overreact. What am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to think? How do I get up every morning? For you, brothers, sisters, for Father, not for me. I'm ready to go. But I won't give up on this flesh, because I won't give up on the word. Like Daniel, I have faith beyond anything you could ever even, it's not possible to measure my faith. It isn't. It's faith that can't be measured. It's an eternal faith that I have for this testament, this new covenant. And there's nothing he can do to me that I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid to gnash teeth. I'm not afraid to come back and even be ruled. Nobody said the world's going to be ending, you dumb, idiot, ignorant puke. I rebuke you. Nobody said the world's going to end. You're a foolish, nonsensical idiot. You make no sense at all. Nobody said the world's going to come to an end. Nobody said that. Nothing will ever show that you're an idiot. I rebuke you. Nobody knows the day or the hour. You're an idiot. Nobody said that. People like you have made examples of people like you. You don't do anything but sit there and spew your own versions and cherry pick. Nobody said the world's coming to an end, idiot. Stop spewing venom. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Two cheeks to the same hole, two wings to the same dragon. You don't know. Nobody said the world was coming to an end. The end of the age ended back in 12/21 of 2020 in the age of Pisces, you idiot. We're in a new age. Brand new age. Brand new age, you idiot. That happened 4 years ago. The world didn't end. Nobody said the world was going to end. Idiot. I'm pointing you out. You're an idiot. It's people like you who cherry pick. Nobody once said anything was coming to an end. You're an idiot. That's what you made up in your own brain. You made your own version. So you thought that. Show me one time. Refer me to one video where I said the world was coming to an end. Nope. Never said that, did I? Nope. Never once did I, huh? Nope, you idiot. Idiot means you're unskilled. You're a simple man. I'm just giving you credit right now. You know the difference between being an idiot and stupid? Probably the difference between having one black eye and two black eyes. I said that a few weeks ago. What, a few weeks ago? What were we talking about a few weeks ago? The world's coming to an end, brothers and sisters. The world's not coming to an end, brothers and sisters. You have to endure to the end to be saved. So don't believe this MAGA BS nonsense, make America great again. There's nothing in Scripture that says the world is going to be great or peaceful. It says sorrows. An increasing of an intensity of waves of intensity. Not the end, you idiots. The world, you want the end. You want Armageddon. You want easy. That's nobody will react. People like this idiot, he's waiting for something to happen so he'll go get toilet paper. So make America liberal again. Make America a constitutional republic, not this liberal, this ideology nonsense of this stupidity. Now that's the difference between having one black eye and two. Idiots. Get out of here. Go enjoy your orgy somewhere else. That's Christianity, you idiot. Religion. Orgy Jesus. Take your religious Jesus Christian ass out of here. I rebuke your orgy Jesus. Yeah, your orgy Jesus. Get your orgy Jesus out of here. Yeah, you are. You're a liberal puke, and you're a Democrat and a Republican, and you're all of them. You're labeled. You're all of them. Two wings to the same dragon, two cheeks to the same hole. You play the same silly reindeer game. Ha 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 ha! You've been had. Two cheeks to the same hole, two wings to the same dragon. Democrat, Republican. I bet you couldn't even explain the difference between a Democrat and a Republican. Before, we didn't put colors on our lawns and say we're this or that. You're an idiot. Orgy. Shut up. Get out of here. I rebuke you. Go take your orgy Jesus somewhere else. Yeah, orgy worship, that's your lunatic calendar. It's not 2025. Go. Get out of here. It's not 2025. You're an idiot. See? I'm still giving you credit. Still got one black eye. You want another one? Step up to the mic. Difference between one black eye and two? What's the difference between idiocracy and stupidity? You've been told. Like one black eye and two. You didn't listen the first time, did you? No, I'm not a Marxist. I don't believe in idolism. You're an idiot. Once again, you're making yourself look foolish. I don't believe in who's the biggest socialist. Here, hold on. Do not moderate this person. Let me see if you know anything. Oh, God. Unhide them. Let's see if this idiot can define anything that comes out of his pie hole, his face lips, his Vesica Pisces. Something smells a little fishy. Anybody else can. So, who is the number one? You were all worried about Bernie Sanders, you idiot. Who is the number one socialist ever in the history of mankind? Stop with your nonsense. You're going to answer my question or I'll moderate. We didn't have to unhide you. You were hidden and now unhidden. Now you're going to answer the question or you're going to be hidden again. Who is the number one socialist? You're going to claim Marxism and now socialism. Who hit him again? You guys, come on, man. I can't get him to answer the question if you... I appreciate your moderating, guys. I like a little over-moderating in here, too. That's right. We'll throw you out of here just as quick. We're not here to keep you around here. Just so you know, 18,000 probably people get thrown out of here a month. So, you're unhidden again, logistical idiot. So, okay, I'm going to ask you one last time. Now, everybody's watching you. Logistics, everybody has their eye on you. Okay, we got you hooked. We're trolling you now. So answer the question or you'll be hidden again. Who is the number one socialist ever in the history of the United States? I'm going to ask you to answer my question. Who is the number one socialist? Socialism is when you take... Kinetic's got 4 bikes and you don't have any. So we're going to take Kinetic's bikes and give it to, oh, you're not getting any logistics. You're some idiot. We'll go ahead and give it to David and we'll go ahead and give it to Kinetic. That's socialism, you idiot. So tell me who's the number one socialist ever in the history of the United States, the corporation. So, answer the question, because you can't even explain Marxism, socialism. How about corporatocracy? You know what that is? Corporatism, corporatocracy, democracy. Can you explain what a constitutional republic is? Can you explain what a democracy is? Can you explain what socialism? You were worried about Bernie Sanders, weren't you? Who is the number one? I'm going to ask you one more time, and then you're going to get hidden, and I'll just fire you out of here every time because you have not produced nothing. People like we're making an example of people like you because you think somebody like me thinks like I don't care about none of this crap. I am a lot more mature to know that I don't have to fly a flag on my yard to know that I'm not a Democrat or a bloodlooking. I don't play the two-party system, two cheeks to the same hole, just like you. So tell me once again, logistics, who is you're not making any sense, look stupid, that's what to both sides of the political spectrum. So do you want to answer? So watch, this is the kind of people that you deal with, brothers and sisters. I'm going to give you now one more chance. I'm trying to be nice, trying to be cordial. Who's the number one socialist ever in the history of the United States? There is a man who is responsible for socialism. You accused me of being a socialist, liberal. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground, obviously. So I'm going to ask you if you know anything about history, economics, anything. If you have any understanding, if you have a spiritual calculator, celestial calculator, even if you can calculate basic, we're not going to do this 2 + 2 = 5, move the goalpost on me, crap logistics. Tell me now or leave. Who's the number one socialist ever in the history of the United States of America? If you can't answer, then just leave. You're just making an example of yourself. You're not special. There's 18,000 people we throw out of here a month. You'll just be one of them. Don't think about this channel. If you come back, you'll be moderated again. I'll do it myself. So answer the question. If you answer with anything, you look like a complete fool because you're just not answering a basic question. I've asked you how many times and you spewed on with all these other nonsensical. You didn't answer my question. Answer the question. Who? You brought it up, not me. You did. So you answer the question. Who is the number one? You accuse me. So I'm asking you, who is the number one? Don't make it about me again. I'm asking you a historical question. If you don't know your history, please leave. My people shall perish for lack of knowledge. Busos, bathos, you lack it. You'll be thrown in the place of no busos, no bathos. Can you define that, logistics? What did I just say? What is bathos? Now you got 2 questions to answer. It's a divided attention test. When a police officer pulls you over, gives you a divided attention test. Am I dividing your attention? Here, where you come from this evening? Can I see your license, proof of insurance? Registration, please. Oh, is your attention getting divided? You can't answer 2 questions at one time? You're all my, two-party system. So who is the number one single liberal, right? No, socialist. Meaning they took money from somebody and gave it to somebody else. That's socialism. So answer the question, logistics, or leave. Or did you just already leave and you can't answer the question because you don't know your history. You don't know economics. You don't know who the number one socialist ever spent more money than any other person ever and took it, right? And spent it, took it and gave it to somebody else. Name it or get out of here. You're a fool. Now you had all the chance, so you got to turn your hair. I got hit in this ear with a flash concussion grenade. I can still answer questions. You're divided, your attention. You can't even stay in the conversation. You lack concentration. You're like O.J. Simpson, concentrate. So who's the number one socialist? Anybody can answer now because logistics is an idiot. He's out of here. He probably bounced. He couldn't hang in here. He doesn't know who the number one socialist is. David already knows. So tell the room it's the same person responsible for dropping 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes and then erecting Building 7, 1, 2, 3 towers and turning it into one World Trade Center. Same man. The one that was going to put Billary in prison, remember? She was there at his inaugural dinner. And there, yes. Oh, and he just did it the other day, didn't he? Praise the Clintons. Number one socialist ever in the history of mankind. Nobody even come close. Mr. 58-story tower. So that's socialism. That's the problem with these people, brother. Says you get this idiot like logistics coming here, and they don't even understand socialism. That's what he just $500 billion, brothers, sisters, and he's day what? He is going to outspend his pace. Last time he already is. $500 billion, brothers and sisters. Do you realize how much money that is? I'm a veteran. I defended the Constitution. I've been a law enforcement. I was a school bus driver, for Christ's sake. I drove school children on a school bus in Alaska. I've done a lot of things for this country, a lot of things for my community. And they can't even give me one penny for legal counsel, one single penny. And they just took $500 billion through the taxpayer socialism, brothers, sisters. Who do you think is going to pay that $500 billion? That's awesome. Buses rule. So I'm a little short bus. That's okay. I don't care what people think. You put on my padded helmet, I bump into things. That happens. So, but anyways, brothers, sisters, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? This is no joke. This is not a joke to me. $500 billion, brothers, sisters, and I can't get one dime for counsel. For my case, they swatted this house, permanently scarred my body, my animals, my property. Still, I'm not be able to reconstruct everything they ruined and ran over. I'm almost have it done, but I still don't have it completed. It's been 9 months, and they have not given. I've not gotten one, and not brothers, not one of you from this platform, and it's okay, have contributed one dime to my legal counsel, and I don't want any money from you guys. I don't want you paying for that. Remember, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will and do be used against you. Stop saying can. It's irrelevant. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford legal counsel, one will be appointed for you. Not a dime. Don't worry about it. I don't want your money. I don't want your money. I don't want a dime from you guys. I wouldn't feel right for you guys to pay for my legal. I will not pay for your, no, I don't want you guys' money for my legal. I don't want any. Please don't ever. That's good. I'm letting you know. Good. Don't. They're supposed to, guys. I'm a veteran. They're supposed to. I'm a Miranda rights. You have that right to legal counsel. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed to you. It's been 9 months, guys, and they still have not gave me counsel. That's why I told you, nothing has been done in this case. That is an atrocity. That is a violation of what is known as my Sixth Amendment. My Sixth Amendment is my right to fair trial, adequate trial, and to call counsel in my favor. That is my Sixth Amendment right. I know my constitutional rights, brothers, sisters. My Miranda rights allows me to adequate counsel. My Sixth covers my right under criminal trial, under criminal prosecution. I know this. Under criminal prosecution, I have affirmative defense. The definition, legal definition of affirmative defense is self-defense. I have the right to protect myself from legal prosecution. I have the right to protect my son under habeas corpus. I know these constitutional rights, brothers, sisters. 8 months, 9 months. That is a Sixth Amendment fair trial and adequate and speedy trial violation. And I've already told them this, and they don't care. The last time I was in there with Kevin, they front ran me. They took everybody out of the courtroom. Before me, they had been there a couple times. They took everybody and put everybody in front of me. At first, they put me in front of me, and then they put everybody behind me. This time, they made sure nobody else was in there. Then they brought 10 people, 10 uniform officers. There's only one for everybody else. One. Just me and Kevin in there. Just me and Kevin. 10 freaking officers. Stupid. Intimidation is what it is. And I told them, I was ripping their butt. You should be in prison. You, that one, I said, you know, that guy goes up with a new district attorney and he starts adjusting his tie. And I go, ass kisser in court. There's nobody else in there but me and Kevin. The judge isn't in there. The fake judge is in there at the time. But he's sitting there, the old cop, and he's like, oh, are you going to vote for me? I said, I don't contract with tyrants. He's like, you're an asshole. I'm like, wow. I guess that I'm an asshole. They're all laughing and like, whatever, you know. But they put me, like I said. So anyways, brothers, sisters, this is a bunch of nonsense. When I went in there and I said, look, it's, enough of this crap. You're violating my Miranda rights, my right to fair trial, speedy trial, and adequate counsel. These people are so ate up, military term, that the freaking fake judge sits there and says, well, so you want to fire your attorney? I can't fire an attorney. I don't pay for you, idiots. So it's silly. It's just absolutely nonsense. So here I am is, what I'm saying, 9 months later and not one, no counsel. And so I go into this, fake nonsense. And I tell the judge, all right, enough is enough. Drop this crap now. I request immediately motion to, remove all charges, dismiss all charges. You have no case. You're trampling on my right of fair trial. Sixth Amendment, speedy trial, fair trial. It's been 8 months. What are you going to just continue to violate my Sixth Amendment and Miranda rights? And he goes, listen, this is what he said. This is what this judge, fake Dave Vandenberg said, yep, I'm going to continue to violate your rights in open court. Isn't that funny? So it's called color of law. So under the color of law, they already violated my color of law, my right of law of due process. Under the color of law, due process, it's all illegal anyways. Stephanie knows what she's talking about. She's been in here before. Appreciate you coming in here. We're coming up on having to throw it out because you're not getting speedy trial. So yeah, but I already said that, Kinetic. I said that last time when I went in there. I said you're violating my Sixth Amendment right to fair, adequate counsel, and speedy trial. Dismiss charges immediately. File motion to dismiss charges immediately. All charges in this case. Drop all and dismiss all charges. We're not talking about that right now. They just ignore it. And then I said, okay, well, so then you're just going to continue. There's no trial set. You've abandoned the trial. There's no attorney, but you're going to have me drive all the way back down here again, 2 hours and 2 hours back. And there's no attorney. There's not even a trial. So for a whole nother month, you're going to split this off. You're already violating my Sixth Amendment right to speedy trial. So you're just going to continue to violate my Fifth Miranda rights and my Sixth Amendment right. And he said that right in front of Kevin. Yes, I'm just going to continue to violate your rights in an open court. That's what the Vandenberg said, guys, right in front of the district attorney, the new one. I was like, wow. Kevin's like, that's insane, dude. He just said he was getting, we walked out. I was like, did you hear that? He's like, yeah. He just said he's going to continue to violate your rights. He's like, that's a lawsuit right there and by itself. I'm like, I know. It's crazy, huh? So that's where I'm at, guys. That's where I'm at. And I can't make that move, so I can't do anything with my freaking son. I got to make a move in a case for my son. You see what I'm saying? Something's got to happen. So, so I don't know. I can't get, it does nothing. That's what I'm saying. David, Stephanie, Kinetic, nothing. See what I'm saying? I can't get. Imagine being me right now, and I'm not asking for a pity party. It's just so hard to get up every day, and nothing's been done. They did all these things. SWAT raid, and nothing has been done. So it's insanity to me. How I don't want to beat my head against the same wall over and over and over again, expecting different results. So, yeah, see, I've already filed for a change of venue. I've already tried all, I've already, we're just not doing anything. So I apologize. I know it's Father, guys. I know it's got to be Father doing this. It makes no sense. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I didn't mean to go off on this. So I appreciate it, guys. It just is what it is. I cannot make this go any further. I've tried. Father will do this in his time. There's just nothing. I know, and that kind of funny. A lot of people just stand in here and then get, honestly, Jack, I don't mean to go there, but your name, you know what I'm saying? They're here just to pull their chain. Jack, good to see you in here. You know what I mean? So, no, seriously, you know what I mean? They just get in here. It's an entertainment. Most people don't take things very seriously. They come on, whatever. It's entertainment. And I don't use this as an entertain platform, you know. But anyways, I'm I'm gonna probably get off here and spending some time with Father. So I will be back on again. A little sore, guys. From what time is it? It's not too bad. It's a little late, but cool. Give me some time to hang out for a little bit. I worked my tail off these past 2 days, so getting this building here, I'm glad that it made it here safely. I have the strength to do it. Took a lot of work to get it here, but it's here. I didn't have to pay the additional cost, and I do appreciate you guys' support of the channel, your continued comeback. Like I said, you give this vessel meat suit a lot of purpose. You really do. The eyes and the ears that continue to come back to the ministry is just a blessing. So didn't mean to go off on the Elijah thing. It's just, it's so hard every day to get up, and it's like, you know, now I have to wait until I have another date coming up, you know, this month. Does anybody want to make an educated discovery here on what might happen here on the 10th? On the 10th, I have another. I gave you the wrench there, Kinetic. I appreciate your work here. So I think it's about time. But I have something coming up. I think it's the 10th or 11th. What do you think is going to happen on the 10th? I'm going to drive all the way down there. I'm going to drive all the way down there. What's going to happen? Stephanie, you know what's going on. What's going to happen? I'm going to go down there. I'm going to have to drive 2 hours down there, 2 hours back. I'm going to go stand in front of that, and it's going to be the same thing. It'll be nobody in there. They'll front run. They'll do the same thing. What's going to happen? It'll be 9, almost going on, over 9 months. And what do you think they'll do? Caught up on my case. It's all the same case. Nothing has happened. There's nothing to catch up on. That's all right. So I'll go another month and nothing will happen, brothers. They'll just do the same thing. Well, we'll try to get you an attorney, and you know. So I'm, like I said, but I'm not a gambling man, but on a friendly wager that I'll go down there and they'll just do the same thing. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I can't change it. I'm not worried about it. Father will correct it or change it or push it, or that's why I have just kind of let him take the wheel. It's going to be so. So, yeah, it's hard because I miss my son as soon as I can figure something out. Remember, I was so jazzed that I might be able to see him that day for trials. So, other than that, it is what it is. But all right, guys, thanks again for your time and for your support of the ministry and support of my continual press forward, because it's a long walk, and it seems to be just a little grueling at times with that issue. The other stuff, it's just hard to ignore it. I'm saying? I don't ignore it, but you got to remember, I do all these other things. You know what I'm saying? That I do. And then I have this whole thing going still too. This big, huge case that just is like a big, hammer hanging over my head the whole time. So it doesn't go away. And I know you guys might not see it, but I just want you to, sometimes when I get weighted down, you guys might wonder what's going on with him. It's just, I don't talk about it and it weighs on me. I miss my son. And I want him to, this is supposed to be some kind of constitutional republic, and this is how I'm getting treated. And I have all the evidence. I have the evidence, but nothing's been looked at. So I appreciate your patience. I've tried to curb my cussing and was pretty frustrated for a while. So it's like I said, it's a little hard to get up here and walk. So I do appreciate you guys giving me purpose with this, because I not would I'd be lost. It'd be a struggle, guys. It'd really be a struggle. My son is somebody that really gave me a lot of purpose. He's not my only. He knows he's going to go be with the Father. I'm just his dad, but he kind of was that person. He was the person that I talked to for an extended periods of time. You know what I'm saying? He's the only person. And now you guys have had to take up the slack for me. So I appreciate you doing that. I really do. It doesn't go without me if I'm not on here, I'm not thinking about you guys. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Father, for this ministry. I just feel so blessed to have the eyes and the ears to hear. I thank you for putting me through a rough time. Some of you guys were going when I was cussing a lot, and I was just really frustrated. I was in that point, guys. I thought I could get them where I could make a move, and now I realize I can't move this mountain. Father, I can move mountains, but this is one Father is going to have to move for me. So thank you for giving me the strength to just get up every day, because you really do. I mean, this life serves a lot more purpose having this ministry than it did prior to just, it's not that I didn't still teach and do these things, but it's just such a blessing to have these regular, like I told you, before it was just my son and I had no attachment. I really didn't know who I would be with on the other end, brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying? And now I know that there will be brothers and sisters that I will know on the other side. I didn't have nobody to be with when I died, except for Elijah. And I didn't know if he was going to be there. Not even nobody. I told you that I've talked to you about on this channel. No connection. I've made no connection with anybody. In this ministry, I've made some connections with people. I might not see your body. I might not see your face, but I will be with you on the other side. You can't add more value to this life than that, brothers and sisters. Do you understand what I just said to you? I had one person, maybe. And now I know I have several of you, brothers and sisters. That is staggering to me. Thank you for that. I can't pay you for that. That's why I got to keep coming here and give you as much of my time as I can. Do you realize what I just said to you? I might have had nobody. I might have showed up there and that's been fine. It is what it is. Might have went to hell, might have gnashed teeth. I don't know. But to show up and not have anybody, or maybe my son, maybe I would go, who knows? But just one. I'm a long way from that now, brothers and sisters. And now I have several. That's so exciting, brothers and sisters. That is amazing. You might not think the way that I think, and you might not be ready to meet me on the other side, but I'm so ready to be with you. I'm so ready to be with you, brothers and sisters. I never get to sup with you and be with you on this end. I'm so ready to be with you on the other end. You understand? That's so beautiful. Isn't it beautiful to think after we die, we'll get to be together, although we can't be physically together in this. This is what this net binds us. He's the tie that binds us all as one body. And that's so beautiful. That's it, isn't it? I love that. I love thinking of that. So that gives this a lot of purpose. Yeah, thank you. You see what I'm saying, Annie? Then what I'm saying. If you didn't have anybody and you knew you were going to die, you're going to be on the other end and well, I get to go be with Father. I get to be with, Shiloh. Now I get to be with my brothers and sisters in the narrow way, not vipers and people who do unfruitful works of darkness and trolls and idiots, right? God doesn't love everybody. Most people are going to hell. So that's so beautiful. Know that Father picked his bride, and I can't change that. So nobody's going to come in here and sway anything, and nobody's going to make any changes. Nobody's going to do that. Father made this ministry. Father's the one who told Brother Jim to fellowship, Tracy. Can't be a loner. Oh, you've done a good job separating yourself from society. You're self-sufficient. You love the word. I know that, but you got to fellowship. Stop crashing out, little homie. I'm not your homie, idiot. I'm not a little guy, you little dick. Okay, you're just a little dick. All right. The only thing that holds up my pants is my front side there, buddy. I didn't get a backside. I got it all in the front, okay? I got, trunk in the front like a car. No, you got it in the back. You're auto-driven. Get out of here, homie. I ain't your homie. What do you think I am? Little bro, you're just a little dick. Phallic worshiper. I got to address the trolls before I go. It's what we do. We do in this platform. I'm not your homie. Little. Let me stand up and show you my pants. Get out of here. The only thing that holds my pants up is my front side. Get out of here. You don't know me. You've never been around me. See my nose? So, you're not my homie. You don't know what a homie is. I don't think you even understand the gang culture. The gang culture. Teach me about the gang culture, you idiot. Where were you born? Where were you born? Give me your birth. Where was I born? You don't know anything. You don't know homie. Why are you using a term that's, what is that, part of the gang culture? What are you, Eazy-E? With your gangster rap? You're an idiot. You're just a little dick. Phallic worshiper. Phallic. You love their little idols. Man, relax. Okay, hold on. I gotta relax. Oh, I'm doing Kegel exercise. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not Kegel. I'm having contractions. I gotta chill, man. We got to address these trolls. I'm going to address them. We're going to run this out for 3 hours, guys. We're just going to address trolls till we go. So, anyways, I got to throw some wood on the fire. You got a fire going? Hey, you trolls. Can any of you trolls skin a buck? Can you run a trout line? You got any calluses on your hands? I bet you couldn't dig a hole deep enough to get in. Don't worry, I already got holes dug out here for you. You want to dig some holes? I like digging holes. You got a thing for digging holes. Dig lots of holes out here. I used to raise pigs and holes. Come on home. You want to meet me? I'm at the icon of the valley. You come raise some pigs with me. Come on down like Bob Barker. The price is right. I teach how to dig some holes out here in the desert. That's what they do out here because the cops don't get involved. We just dig holes and take care of it ourselves. Cool. I'll say thank you for coming in, Cycling Dan. I appreciate it. We're playing with the trolls. Oh, here we go again with little bro. Now I'm not your bro either. You're an idiot. Stop with your little stuff. Or I'll if you say little again, L-I-L, your love of your independence of Lucifer, your lil, like Enlil, get out of here. I said you're a little dick. Phallic worshiper. You're not listening to me. Coffee, you idiot. Water. Coffee. Water. What do you know? Berkey water. I bet you don't own a water filter. How much you want to bet these trolls don't have one of these? They don't have one of these, brothers, sisters. Not one. They couldn't skin a buck. They couldn't run a trout line. I could put them in the middle of the forest. They'd be lost. They'd walk in a circle and die because they couldn't even find their way out of the forest. They go in circles. I know. I have a lot of survival training, Arctic training, military training. Absolutely. Unarmed self. I have training for years of training. You don't have a water filter, you trolls. You got to come in there and try to make a comment, but you don't have any independence. You won't make it a day, 2, 3. Bye, trolls! You didn't have a water filter in 3 days. You're goners. I don't want it your death. You didn't take care of yourself, and now you don't even have a way to take care of yourself in 3 days, but you sat there and wasted your time. You could have bought 2 Starbucks coffee and a tip, just the tip. Little girl at the thing, but instead, you're like low-hanging fruit. You're going to get picked off. Yeah, you're going to sit there like a duck when you could fly and do something about it in a pond, and you're going to get taken out because you don't have no water filtration. You're sitting there like a duck in a pond. If Steven Seagal's an idiot. He's an actor. Steven Seagal's an old man. I turn him into a pretzel. Tie him up real quick. He's just an actor. So, Steven Seagal, idiots. Seriously, brothers, sisters, all these trolls, I bet you every one of these trolls, not one of them has no calluses. They're not self-sufficient. They couldn't tell me what side the moss grows on a tree because of the sun. They couldn't tell me, eat that plant, don't eat that one, will kill you, that one's safe. That they couldn't do any of these things. None of them. They have no skill set. They can troll, but they have no skill set whatsoever. So these people, like I said, I just toy with them, brothers. Just don't think that any one of these people I'm here that I'm playing with have anything, because I know none of them have these. And in 3 days, they'll all be gone. That's how long it's going to take to get rid of the, you know what I'm saying? To get rid of the trolls. 3 days is all it's going to take, and they're gone. No more trolls. All those people that trolled the internet will be gone in 3 days. That's how worthless they are. Steven Seagal judo chop. Hi from China land. Soon you'll be China. Hi from China land, soon to be China. Stop calling it Thailand, it's China. Military's already surrounded that nation. It won't be long. You won't be Thailand for much longer. Enjoy your Hong Kong. See, watch this. 47, do you own one of these? You're going to be gone in 3 days, man. 3 days, you're going to be gone. Low-hanging fruit. You don't own one, do you? You know what a life straw is? Chuck Norris is an actor. Once again, Jeff, Chuck Norris is an actor. Rebuke Chuck Norris. He's going to go to hell. So Chuck Norris is an idiot. Enjoy your trip with Chuck Norris to hell if you like Chuck Norris. All right, get out of here. Thailand, you're an idiot. Your country's about to be invaded by China, and you're just sitting there talking about, I know, I'm being funny too with you, Jeff. I know you've been around for a minute. So just playing with you, toying with you. All right, guys, we're about done here, about another minute here. So seriously, Thailand, you better stop playing silly reindeer games. Your country's been surrounded by China's military, and you're just sitting here trolling the internet. Chip manufacturers in Thailand, huh? As this troll sits in here and whatever. No, Chuck Norris is going to go to hell because Chuck Norris is rich, and all rich people go to hell, and all famous people go to hell. So you can't make it to hell if you're rich or famous. So Chuck Norris will be in hell with Trump and all these other rich people. So sure, Spratly Islands. And they've been building those for a long time, huh, Kinetic? Spratly Islands have been going on for Holy crap, that's been a long time they've been pumping sand, huh? So it's been a long time this has been going on. This person, idiot from Thailand, in here trolling. Hey, you know what's funny? Sticks, Blue, you don't know anything about slavery. You're an idiot. You have no idea what slavery is. I rebuke your idiocracy. You're an uneducated idiot. Sticks, Blue, you're an uneducated idiot. You know nothing about slavery. You shouldn't even let that word come out of your mouth. You don't know anything about slavery. Nothing. Modern day, maybe you're a tax slave is what you are. You're a tax cattle. Tell me about slavery. You're a slave. You're in an open air prison and you don't even know it. So don't talk about slavery. You have no idea what you're talking about. You wouldn't have asked such a stupid question. Yep, you don't know anything about slavery. So don't talk about it. Move on. Go somewhere else. Idiot. You're an idiot, aren't you? Explain to me how you're not an idiot. Tell me slavery then. Tell me something about slavery. Bye, idiot. Brothers, sisters, people asked to be sold into slavery. We'll teach now that Blue Balls is out of here. Seriously. The man's nuts, grab him. All right, anyways, moving on. Hey, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands inside the ride into your ride has come to a complete stop. We're not done here yet. Keep your hands to yourself. So people in history would be sold into slavery because they could have a better life. That was a guarantee, 3 meals a day, and they didn't treat their slaves like what people think. People don't know anything about slavery. Every ethnicity at one time in history or not was enslaved. Now every race has been enslaved by the United States of America through taxation of oil using the SWIFT system. So I don't want to hear it. You're an idiot if you're going to sit here and talk about slavery like it was something you don't know anything about slavery. Yeah, they would be asked to be sold into slavery because they could actually have a better life than they would. It's just, so people have no idea what slavery is. So I rebuke slavery. Anybody who talks about slavery, 99% of the people I talk to about slavery don't understand what slavery is. They're idiots. So you just don't know what slavery is. You're uneducated on the word slavery. So thank you for the Rotor Gym. Outstanding. Outstanding. So yeah, we're debt slaves right now, guys. They just took $500 billion. That's if I paid Kinetic $1 million a day. Kinetic gets $1 million a day. Kinetic's like, yeah, I get these bus parts. I'm going to deck this thing out, turn it to Taj Mahal. $1 million a day. It would take me 180,000 years to pay that debt off. $500 billion is 180,000 years at $1 million a day. Do the math on that. See what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear this crap. You know what I'm saying? This is just it's called debt slavery right now. You're enslaved by the corporation under your merchant number, but that's a different kind of slavery. Okay. Once again, they sold Christ for 30 pieces of silver. So don't talk about slavery. You'll offend the living, out of Pastor Revelation. Please, you know what I'm saying? Don't offend me by talking about slavery. They sold Christ. Remember? Go into your history. You'll see that every race, every ethnicity, has been enslaved at one point or at time through history. So stop with this nonsense about talking about slavery. You have no idea what slavery is. Once again, it was not what people think in the history. How do you think they built these structures? And I'm not talking about the megalithic structures like the Aztecs and all these. It wasn't what people thought. They treated their slaves very well, very well, very well. Fed them amaranth and microgreens. How do you think the Aztecs built what they built? By treating their slaves poorly and keeping them borderline scurvy? Get out of here, you idiot. They were well fed, well clothed, well rested, and had the things they need they were treated fairly. The first slave owner in America was Black, grow up. You don't know anything about American slavery, so stop it. Don't talk about slavery. I'm very offended by people talking about slavery with not talking about the truth behind it, you know? So I know Connecticut trying to get at it too, but hey, don't somebody come here and talk about that. It's very important to me. Again, they sold Christ for 30 pieces of silver and sold him into slavery. Okay. So know about slavery. We are slaves right now, brothers, sisters, if you let it. If you start trading, growing food, getting chickens, doing these things, you are going to pull yourself out away from this debt slavery. And that's why I push you so hard on this channel to be organic and to check out of the system. Quit being a debt slave. Quit participating in this debt slavery. Does that make sense? Why I push this too so hard on you guys? Because I don't want to see you enslaved by debt. If Connecticut can get here, he won't need any more. His only debt will be race cars or whatever, bikes. He does bikes. God, I won't stop. I want to go take it out. I want my eye taken out. It's bothering me so much. Ugh. I just don't like the scratching feeling. You know when you scratch your eye and you have that feeling like there's something scratched your eye and it won't go away and it wants to water it. It's gosh, it feels like that a lot. Just won't stop doing it from time to time. It just irritates me. I try not to touch it, but anyways, okay. So please don't be a debt slave. If anybody's enslaving me, my master's Hamashiach. Yes, master, whatever you say, master, I'll do whatever you tell me, God. God is my master. If I'm a slave to the Father. I'm a slave to Shiloh. Whatever you say, master. Whatever you say, I'll do whatever you tell me. You tell me what to do. I don't question my master. You can't serve two of them. Right? All right, brothers, sisters. All right, love you guys. Appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up before you go. We went over a little bit, but Jimmy Crackcorn, that's all right. Your master's dead to me. Research what Jimmy Crackcorn means. You might understand when I use that a lot in here. Research what the meaning of Jimmy Crackcorn. Don't eat corn either, but stop eating corn. Corn's horrible. Don't eat sugar too. Get off the sugars as much as you can. A little bit's okay, but poquito, a little bit. Try to cut back a little bit every day. So links in the description for the bio. If you want to leave a monetary tie, that's not necessary. I'm just going to mention that less and less. It's there all the time. So your tie the time is what, my concern is your tie the time. I don't need your money. Go give it to somebody else in your area that could use it. I'm sure there's somebody much closer than I am. I'm a distance away. Find somebody in your area that you can help, in your family, your friends or something. And if you have abundance, then you can throw it my way via Cash App or something like that. But it's not appreciate. I've gotten a little bit. I finally, after it took me 4 months, guys, just so you know, I'm just showing you, it took 4 months now, because it'll be next month to hit $100 on YouTube. So I don't make money on this platform. Okay. And that's with your ties. I made $7 in 4 months, and you guys tithed the 97. Most of it was mental health from over, it is what it is. I don't like calling it, but most of it, I think about 80 of it was from mental health recovery. Okay. Over in Australia, because she can't do Venmo or can't do Cash App. So 4 months, and they're going to take 30% of that. So I'll get like $70 for all these live streams that I do, and they are monetized. In 4 months, I made $7. I'm getting rich off YouTube, huh? I make so much money off this platform. $7 in 4 months is the gain for all the live stream ad revenue. Everything else came from Super Chat, and I'll get 30%. So I'm just letting you know, I don't want to mention money. 4 months is taking to hit that $100 mark. I was hitting it once a month or every other month, and that's fine. I know it's getting more expensive, and I don't want that. I'm just telling you, it's like, I'm not here for the money, guys. I'm not here to gain I don't want your money. I want your time when you have it. I appreciate it when people can give. It's great. It just gives me more time towards the ministry is what it does. So when I'm not here, I'm trying to focus on gaining some more monetary outside of here so I can pay the land off so that I can give it to the ministry. Because remember, everything I'm trying to do is to give everything I own to the ministry. I'm tired. I don't want to own land anymore. I don't want to own anything anymore. I can give it to the ministry and work through the ministry. So Kevin bought the land next door, and I just gave it to him for pretty much cost. And I, like I said, lost a bunch of money too. So it is what it is. No worries. Much love and agape. Yeah, it's pretty tough. This AdSense, they take like 30% of the ad revenue in super chats from you guys. So I really don't like, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. So I just quit talking about this. The super chats there, it's there all the time. I'm just making a mention because I haven't updated you guys and what's going on that side of the ministry. But 4 months and $7 in 4 months. Ching, boy, I'm rich off YouTube. I'm a sensation, aren't I? Boy, I'm getting so rich off YouTube. No, you know what I am? I'm more wealthy, brothers, sisters, than I ever have been in my entire time of this rock. And how am I wealthy? Because before this ministry, remember, I only had maybe one. Just one. And now I have many after I die. You couldn't fill up my Cash App with millions of dollars. I'd give it away because I don't need it. I have people I'm going to be with after I die, and you can't put a price on that, brothers and sisters. I cannot tell you. So enough of this money talk. Your tithe of time is more valuable than any bit of money that you could ever send here. So don't, please. That's why I said send it to somebody in your area, unless you're just really wealthy or something. But I don't need it. I want to donate everything to the ministry anyways. I do. You'll see. You'll be able to follow this. I'm going to do this. I had the chance, but I took and tried to help somebody else out, and I shouldn't have done that, and that's fine. I still have that in mind. So, thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Again, that's kind of that kind of value couldn't be measured in a monetary. You couldn't measure that in wealth, in monetary. That's something that I couldn't put a price on. So I appreciate that. So thank you so much again, guys. It's unbelievable how much value you put into this ministry of being a part of it. So come back when you can and you have more time, and I'll ask you, if you can, leave a comment after the video. We've been getting more and more people do that, and I really do appreciate that, guys. It helps people see what's the live stream was about. So make a comment if you have some more time, and I'll see you on the next broadcast here at High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the age of Aquarius, brothers and sisters, where the heirs of the throne of God will be crowned. It's in this age. So be ready. Nobody knows the day or the hour, okay? Have your loins girded in his service until he returns. Have your lamps trimmed and be burning bright. Hallelujah. Thank you much, brothers, sisters. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.